Hello, hello. Welcome to this very, very, very special episode of Professional Dice Rollers. In partnership with our hosts, the channel, Rola Iniciativa, we are here to learn how to play Dungeon Worlds. And obviously, I have no idea about what this system is at all. It's going to be my first time playing. There you go. He's showing you the book. I was already very, very curious to try this system out. So now that most of our party, you might recognize Pedro here. He plays Kitten in our regular campaign. Everyone else is away. We could not do the regular session, so we started chatting. What could we do? I was feeling like it was my time to play, since I always DM. I said, sure, let's go in and give it a shot. And then here, our guest DM for the night suggested we play Dungeon Worlds. And since he's very familiarized with the system, he gladly offered to run this little starter adventure. I don't know how you call it.
Dungeon starter.
Dungeon starter. So he's going to run this little dungeon starter for us now. And we're all going to learn how to play Dungeon World. And hopefully you'll also learn and maybe fall in love with it and buy it for yourselves and start playing and running at home. Let's see. And with this said, André?
Oh my God.
The stage
so
is yours.
The first thing I have to say is, after this glorious English accent from Nuno, I am really sorry for my accent. So guys, please don't be mean. I'm not an Englishman. I'm a Portuguese man or boy. No, I'm not the boy here. He's the boy. Pedro is the boy, usually. So, so here we are.
Someone's got it.
Doing this crazy thing called an one-shot of Dungeon World, which is kind of weird because Dungeon World, Apocalypse World, or any other powered by the Apocalypse systems really don't work well in a one-shot adventure because they are built to play in campaigns or adventures of 4 to 8 sessions. But we will try. We will try to manage something, and hopefully, and what is more important is to teach you guys there and these very awesome and beautiful players how to play and build an adventure, and how to see how Dungeon World moves around our body and mind. It will be very exquisite. I promise. But first, let's Jesus, the words are falling. The words are running away from me. Let's start with the players. Yeah. So, Bruno.
You mean introduce ourselves?
Yeah, introduce. That was the word. Yes. Let's introduce yourself, Bruno. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Bruno. I'm a Portuguese man, little boy.
Little yes, boy, yeah, very little.
What is even happening?
He's kind of little.
I'm very little. I'm 160, so it's I'm small. Today I'm going to play something that I cannot say yet, I think. But I promise I'll try. Oh, somebody drops. Who dropped Maria? Maria drops.
Maria's back. Nice.
Maria's
that was a fast recovery.
Apologizes for our technical difficulties. It will be up and running soon.
Oh, that was kind of...
Are you okay, Maria?
Yeah.
Do you have some bandage with you? Okay, so I'll be playing a paladin girl.
Oh, awesome.
And I hopefully do my best impersonation of a girl in this English strange voice and strange whatever.
Awesome.
And so
next, Maria, how are you? It's the first time here, right?
Yeah, first time also playing this Dungeon World thing, and even playing a man character.
Oh,
male guy.
Is it the first time playing a male guy?
A male guy.
Oh,
that's
a male guy, you see.
a male guy.
A male guy.
Yeah.
The redundancy.
It's just to make sure. You see, guys, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Because nowadays things are really complicated.
So it's Liam Blake, and he just found out that he's a druid.
Oh, awesome.
And that's that.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's really nice. So next we have Pedro. He's not a guest, but a resident from Professional Dice Rollers. Resident player, not TM yet.
Kieran.
Yeah, I play Kieran on Professional Dice Rollers. Today, I am gonna be playing a gender-neutral salamander to keep things different because they don't believe in the silly gender thing that humans and other species got going on. So, have a little bit diversity up in here.
Perfect.
Awesome, a salamander. So you can start to see that things are exquisite, if you can say so. We have a salamander in the party. So we have I believe it's from the playbook, the emulator. So the salamander uses fire, and we are playing the Shallow Sea dungeon starter. So you can see it will be quite a challenge for Pedro, and I'm very eager to see his reactions to the things in play. And
a salamander in the water.
In the water. Oh yeah, a fire salamander in the water. It will be quite nice.
Well, ice melts, water evaporates, so I'm sure I'll be fine.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, you're going to destroy the ocean. That's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fire up the ocean. Now think about that.
In this bit.
Oh,
global warming.
boy.
So next to Pedro we have Zé Nuno Teixeira, the gracious DM, Dungeon Master from Professional Dice Rollers. He has a title here in Portugal, which is our Matthew Mercer, Portuguese Matthew Mercer. So it's his official title. If you come to Portugal and you hear about the Portuguese Matthew Mercer, is Zé Nuno Teixeira. How are you feeling, man?
I'm all right. I would just like to claim that this is clearly a lie. I have nothing to do with this title. It was imposed on me. And nothing to do with this decision.
It was voted. It was a democracy.
It was voted between you two guys.
Indeed.
And tonight, in this weird new system, I'm going to be playing not something that I'm very comfortable with. I'm also playing a woman tonight.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, folks, I'll be playing Ori, and she's very known for awesome storytelling and overall magic practitioner and weaver of tales. And just enchantress overall. Everyone loves her very much.
Oh my god. So we have a really no annoying bard here. And I think this is my first full table of swapped gender or no gender characters. Everyone has swapped genders or...
Yeah.
And,
no gender.
And Sulfur Heart is genderless. So, awesome. It's kind of an intention from Adam Coble, one of the designers of Dungeon World. He's being part of the community of LGBTA community and very gender, any type of gender acceptance and those kinds of adventures and moves. You can see when you read Dungeon World, when you read the playbooks, which are kind of like the classes. You can see that there was an intention when he puts there like genderless or binary or something, or bisexual, for example. There are a lot of these options, and very nice to see players using that gender swapping and no gender.
André,
so,
just to call very thank you for Cookiezette for the subscription.
The subscription from Cookiezette,
Thank you.
The one who
Thank
gives the cookies. Thank you,
Cookie.
Thanks for subbing.
Thank you for subbing, and thank you for, if you're not a subscriber but a patron, thank you for helping us at our Patreon, and thank you for being there, at least watching us and learning how to play Dungeon World.
Please,
so, are you ready, guys?
A lot of clipping when Andre or one of us do some English.
Yeah.
shameless.
So when I say something not very not you see you can start clipping. So thank you.
Clipping.
So guys,
Let's
are
make
you
it
ready,
finalize.
guys and girl? Are you ready to start this adventure?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You would be ready if we would start it right now, but no. I will talk just a little bit about what is a dungeon starter, which is this 2 simple page document. Okay, dungeon starter is kind of a kick of an adventure. It's very useful to play, to start campaigns, long adventures, or even one shots. So they are designed with a lot of questions, impressions, some type of goals, custom moves, custom actions. There are even custom items, monsters, all related to the adventure itself, which is the Shallow Sea. But the first session, the first adventure, the first time everyone plays Dungeon World, they will see that this is not, and I hopefully you out there that are watching us, leave every concept of Dungeons and Dragons and any other traditional RPG system aside. Leave it, because this works in a different way, somehow more cooperatively in the starting area or in the starting stage, and then it starts to be what you can say a normal or traditional session. So let's start to build some stuff around the characters. Let's start to learn what are the characters, what are the bonds, their features, and I would like to start with Bruno Ribeiro character, Linda Lockwood, because she's a paladin. We already know it's a she. So
Yes.
you have your character sheet. Hopefully everyone can have your character sheet in front of you, as I explained some core concepts, and then you all follow up and feel if you have to feel something, because we have a lot of work already done here. It starts with the name, which everyone has already picked, and I'm thankful for that. A curious thing is that Dungeon World suggests that you pick a name on the list, but all names here are very good. They are in the part of the fantasy, you see, because they don't want you to make really stupid names like yeah, or like oh, we are brothers, so I'm S, he's whole, ha ha ha. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Not
Classic.
Very smart. I once had 2 players playing kobolds. They were brothers, and their names were stupid as hell. Yeah. You have chosen your beautiful names. My favorite one, I'm sorry guys, but my favorite one is Sulfur Heart, because it's very it's suggestive. It suggests a lot of stuff, you know. It has sulfur in it. It has art. I kind of love Lockwood because it suggests me some type of woman, maybe, or the personality of the woman. We shall see. After that, we have the class, which everyone of you have chosen. So we have a paladin, Linda Lockwood. We have a druid, Liam Blake. We have the emulator, Sulfur Heart. And by the way, the emulator is it was an extra playbook from the Kickstarter goals. It was, yeah, and that's like positive thing to pledge a Kickstarter, is to have extra stuff at the end, and the emulator was one of them. And then we have Nuno playing Bard, which is a game-changing playbook in my opinion, and you will understand why. So after the class, which I don't understand why they say class, they should set playbook, but okay, no worry. We have the look. Everyone can choose like a type of eyes, a type of hair, body. You have there the options, all the options you can choose from to help you build very fast the character physically. And remember, you can use that words in your descriptions, like Linda Lockwood has a glowing eye, so Bruno at any time can say, "Oh, I look at Liam with my glowing eyes and try to break his spine with my arms." You see? And I say, "Well, okay, that's kind of weird, but okay, let's go." So you can choose your look, and when you are ready to move forward, tell me, please.
I'm ready. Let's go.
You are ready. I see that Liam is... Oh, Liam is kind of intimidating from his looks. I see. Nice, nice. Let's check Harry, guys. Oh, she's kind of beautiful. Joyous eyes. A summer hat. Oh, that's beautiful. You will tell me what a summer hat means to you.
I changed it in the meanwhile.
Ah, crimson pirate hat. That's awesome. That's even better for this type of adventure. Good, good. Let's see Sulphur Heart, which is our salamander. Obviously, strange brands. Has searing eyes. A crackling... Oh, please. Will you do a crackling voice for us, Pedro?
I'll try.
You'll try?
Try a little bit.
Okay, okay. And you have a demeanor. An imperious bearing. That's awesome. So, it's a very fast and simple way to build physically your character. And with not so many details, so you don't lose so much time building it, and then everyone forgot that you have 3 piercings on your right ear, because it's the kind of detail that, oh come on, we don't need that right now. So let's keep going forward. I will. We have already chose stats, guys. So you will see that the stats in the character sheets already placed. The players before starting the stream, they swapped some of the stats so they can play in a different play style or style. So let's go with the alignment. Now here it's very beautiful. Dungeon World makes something really beautiful with the alignment. You can choose an alignment which is there in the box. You can make another alignment. Like if you don't have the evil choice, you can write evil, but they suggest you something like to kick. It's to make it a easier job. Okay, so not behind, at the bottom of the alignment you see a sentence, which is somehow, it functions like a guideline for your alignment, and also as a goal. I know some characters in here that if they pick some kind of alignment, that's more like a goal than instead of a guideline. Okay, for example, a character can have evil. I really need to kill someone, and it's somehow a goal, and you will be rewarded at the end of the session if you play and accomplish that goal. So you can see that we can, some things can go against each other, some alignments, some goals, and it can create some kind of conflict between you, and that's fine. This game is about conflict. It's about the story that is created around your characters, yourselves. It's not about the story I want to tell you. No, it's about you guys. You are the protagonists. You are the story, not me. I'm just one guy here trying to make everything work.
I'm feeling so important today.
So choose your alignment, read the sentence for yourself, and make it as part of your inner mind or inner Oh my God, I'm sounding like Jodorowsky, and I don't want to. So read the sentence and be loyal to it. I trust in you. Tell me, Bruno, do you have a
Yes,
question?
my alignment will be lawful, and the sentence that it's written below it's deny mercy to a criminal or an unbeliever. So I'll be playing a very
hardcore paladin.
Yeah, that's how I'm trying to go with it.
So this is a good example. If anytime today you deny mercy to a criminal or unbeliever,
Yeah,
you will be rewarded with XP. Yes, we have XP in this game. Nice. So everyone has chosen their alignments. Everyone is comfortable. There is there any question about it? No? Yes?
Nope.
Okay, nice. Let's follow with my favorite part. Not favorite. So let's go to the race. You have some of you have a race to pick. I think all of you are already picked, right? But let's talk about the elephant in the room. So, Sulfur Heart, you are a salamander. What is? Now this is really beautiful in Powered by the Apocalypse World games. Is that when you choose the emulator and when you choose salamander, I will ask you now this: what is a salamander to you? Because your answer will define what is a salamander in this world. It can be a creature, it can be a monster, it can be a very different human, it can be any other kind of weird thing you can think about. You will define your answer and your answers. There are a lot of questions, man, guys. I will do a lot of questions today. And Dungeon World functions with questions. The story is created with what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? How do you react? Blah blah blah. So, Sulfur Heart, what is a salamander today?
Okay, so a salamander of creatures, they're short, maybe about a meter something.
Okay.
They look sort of a little bit reptilian. They have long tails. They are usually red, although they can be orange, yellow, and around those warm kind of colors. Usually just one color. It's rare for them to have more than one color. They stand upright. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if you want me to go into more details, but
no need. You can add details as we play, but that's really nice. Usually, I think everyone who has played emulator with me has chosen a reptile, but a very different thing, very curvy. Not curvy. How do you say?
Yeah.
Like
hunched, yeah, very hunched creatures, because it's like we are hiding from the world. You see, very hunched creatures. And you said a very
no. The salamanders, they're proud of who they are, so they stand not tall but chest out,
puffy.
Nice. I like that kind of salamander. So, and everyone else is a human, I think. Yes,
unless we can make some shit up.
Yeah, you can make some shit up, although that will take us time.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that, please. But now the very funny question for both for the three of you: what is a human here? What type of human? Are you talking more Asian type, more Western, European, or African? What are the humans here in this world, in this adventure that we are playing today? Talk with each other.
At least for me, I thought a Caucasian. But I think that can humans can have mixture.
So we could be from
used to
regions, I guess.
Yeah,
we could have different backgrounds and different racial features.
Okay,
for sure.
Awesome. Because sometimes
is your red red hair, something that is from your roots or something from your region.
So I was thinking more like Northern Gaelic /
awesome.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
So red-headed humans are northern. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Pale-ish.
Sometimes I have players that say there are only one type of humans, or they even dare to change the concept of human in the game. Like, okay, humans have 3 eyes, not 2, but 3 eyes, and you say, okay, it's the beginning of the game, so yeah, humans in this setting has 3 eyes, or any other thing, like they are all bald. Woman, man, anything, they are bald.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
airbender style.
And that's why I say that the first session is very cooperative and world building, because I ask provocative or subjective questions, you answer, and it is defined. So everyone knows that red hair characters are from the north, and every time you see someone with a red hair, you can assume that it's true, it's honest. Okay. Nice. Any other detail you want to add on the human? Maria, talk to us. Give us a detail.
I was kind of thinking about, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of a podcast called Hello from the Magic Tavern.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I would say all humans have 2 buttholes, because that's the thing.
2 buttholes?
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow that works.
It's awesome.
Somehow
I'm going to post it in the chats so these guys can know it.
Somehow that will work. But now, curious, just to make me stop thinking about it. Are they near to each other, or are they far apart?
No, they're close. They're close. Some people may have them separated, but that's like something that barely ever happens. Like you can end up close to your, I don't know.
I don't know.
So if somehow we inspect someone's butthole tonight and they have 2 very far apart, they are not normal.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
Exactly. There's always a way to find them out.
I can already see like two characters talking to each other. Oh, he's a weird guy. Why do you say that? Because his buttholes are too far apart. That's not normal. Nah. How do you know that?
Don't ask.
Don't ask. It was a night full of adventure. Yeah, really awesome detail. I think I like the type of player Maria is. Nice.
Are you okay? Or are you okay?
Okay.
Awesome. So let's keep going forward. By the way, guys, your hit points is whatever is written there already, plus your constitution modifier. Okay, guys. I think everyone has a base written. I think
mine says 0, so I assume not.
Oh no, yeah. So let's go to the companion classes and let me check. Bard, I think it's 6 plus constitution, but let me check. Let me make sure I don't give you less HP than you have. Bard is where are you? 6 plus constitution.
Modifier, I assume. Constitution.
Yeah, modifier. Yeah. Okay. And the druid is, because I already said, 6 plus constitution also. Okay. So you can put on your hit points, your full hit points, and yes, that's right. Sulfur Heart and Linda, you already have your hit points, right? Already have.
Yeah.
Sure. Awesome. Boom. Oh, little guy with 5 hit points. That poor guy. Well,
and what about the paladin?
The paladin. Well, you put it on 9. You see, it's 10 minus. Oh no, you swapped. You little.
Oh, I swapped because
you are smart. I see. So it's 11.
Not smart.
You are smart.
Thank you.
When you see the players changing the stats right in the middle of the game because you had the.
No,
explained the rule.
I was power gaming. I wasn't power gaming.
I see. You are a power game. No. Let's keep
I'm not.
So guys.
On the emulator, I saw 4+ to the Constitution. I thought, that's not a lot, but sure, I don't know this game. And 6, fine, I guess.
It's not a lot, but it's Let's keep forward. So, my favorite part, guys, and we already are finishing the characters creation,
okay.
Which is my favorite part because you will need to talk to each other about this.
All right.
It's the bounds. You have a lot of bounds. Some of you have more than others. You have name, and if you click on the plus, you have the definition of the bound. For example, in Linda Lockwood, first bound is someone misguided behavior endangers their very soul.
And that must be origins, of course. I cannot think nobody else.
And the beautiful thing
thing
about this is that
Jinx.
You now will talk about your bonds with each other. You can volunteer, okay?
Okay.
You can. So it is back. This is what they call background active creation. You see, you are creating in a moment the background. So somehow Ari has a misguided behavior that endangers their very soul. They're the team. And Linda, I can see that Linda will have a very specific kind of relationship with Auri.
All right. I think one of my goals will be to take care of Jinx. I think we were going to call it Jinx, right? Because you choose it's Auri or Jinx. What do you prefer?
It's a nickname that I've been given, but I don't force people to call me Jinx.
Okay.
So if you prefer to call me Ori, it's fine.
I will be calling you Ori because I'm different from the other ones, and I want to bring a personal relation with you. So one of my goals will be to save Ori from herself.
Awesome.
That's why.
So Linda, your second bond is someone has stood by me in battle and can be trusted completely. Who do you trust completely?
I think this would be a very good and interesting way to join Sulfur Heart in here.
Oh, nice.
Because
you have a battle before and something happened. Sulfur, what happened? Did you save Linda's life?
Yes, in how, please?
Well, obviously, a bunch of motherfuckers were all up in your business, and I just whipped out some flames and burned them to
all up in his buttholes.
Awesome.
Exactly. Even more weak points to attack. So yeah, I just, in front of her, completely incinerated a bunch of dudes.
Awesome.
If that's fine by you.
Awesome, perfect. Third bound. Someone, Linda, I respect the beliefs of her, but hope they will someday see the true way.
And that's why I chose the first two, Hori and Sulfur, because I think that Liam and his beliefs for nature will be the third bond. So I respect the way he thinks about nature. However, I want him to maybe see my religion as the true way. So I think it will be a good way to fight for.
That's kind of weak if you see it in a very specific perspective. You respect, but somehow you want to change what you respect, the belief you respect. You are a sick woman.
Yes, because I know what it's right, man.
Yeah, I see.
I know what it's right.
And someone is a brave soul. I have much to learn from them. You can repeat. You must repeat.
Art.
Oh, okay, awesome. It makes it's logic.
It's gonna be buddies all over here.
Oh, your big buddies, the Sulfur Heart.
Buddies.
And by the way, do salamanders have two buttholes? Who knows?
No. Salamanders have one butthole. You know, the proper amounts of buttholes that people should have.
Maria,
So, you know.
what have you done, girl?
And especially because
Awesome.
I'm at exactly that level to know how many buttholes.
Oh my, no. Oh, okay. Let's keep going forward because I don't want to be stuck with buttholes today. That would not be nice. Let's go forward with Ari because Ari is by far, by the nature of the bard, is by far the one with the most bonds. Okay. Now you don't have to feel every bond, but it's interesting. Okay. You can read first every bond, if you want to pick 4.
Well, let's go one by one. I think we can fill them all.
Awesome. So
you can feel what?
Let's go back. So this is not
not my first adventure with Linda. Clearly, because she knows me quite well. Not that she likes me very much, but she knows me quite well. And especially because she's trying to save me from myself, so she needs to have some knowledge about me a priori.
Awesome.
Then I sang stories of her long before I ever met them in person. So I sang stories about not necessarily Sulphur Heart, but could I say just salamanders in general?
Yeah, sure. But you can put Sulphur Heart as the symbol of the salamanders.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I'll go Sulphur. It's just one word. Okay, so salamanders in general,
and that might be a good or bad thing because we don't know yet
what type of song,
what type of salamander, or what is singing about salamanders an offense to the salamanders, or is that a good thing? We don't know. Yeah. We will play to find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Oh, please! I want to see the next sentence.
It's often the butt of my jokes. This needs to be Liam, because if you go over to the character sheet of Liam, it says haunting eyes, furry hoods, and weathered hides. And I make fun of.
Come on, don't make excuses. It's because Maria was the one to put 2 buttholes in the humans. So come on. It's often the butt of my jokes. It makes sense.
Makes sense. But it's the butt of my jokes, not the jokes of my butts. So
I see what it did there. I see.
I am writing a ballad about the adventures of... Can I put myself down here? Or is that not allowed?
So, I will explain mechanically why it's important to put the name of others. Because the amount of bounds you have with a person is the modifier when you try to help that person or try to not injure, but to aid or interfere. Hinder, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So the modifier is the bound, you see. But I can open an exception if you want to have, if you are very egocentric.
I'm not that egocentric. I'm gonna go Linda again.
Good.
Not once again, same thing applies. Not necessarily a good ballad, but a ballad.
Yeah.
Who would have trusted me with a secret? Now, I'm gonna ask you guys if someone wants to volunteer, because that's more personal. Who would have trusted me? Probably in a night where you're just out drinking and you kind of drunkenly told me something that you shouldn't have, and now I hold it as leverage over you.
That's awesome. Who want to volunteer? Who want to be leveraged? Who want to be leveraged? There must be an answer.
I don't mind, and I have a secret in mind that
once
on a very, very, very drunken night, I confess to you that secretly I am jealous of the 2 buttholes. That secretly I wish I had 2 buttholes.
Oh no! Okay, fair.
Okay, let's swap the name to the Butthole Adventure. Oh no, the search for the second butthole.
Oh boy.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Does salamanders, when drinking alcohol, doesn't ignite themselves?
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
They can do really amazing tricks.
More
you have
easily.
To be careful to not ignite yourself, but you can do it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome.
So, and for the last one, For all I've been writing, I think either one of you would be fine. So if someone also wants to volunteer, because Linda obviously makes sense, not trusting me, and for good reason. Liam as well, because the butt of my jokes, as I said, and Sulfur Heart, because you might be afraid that I let your secrets out in the world.
Yeah, so someone does not trust me. Trust him.
Why do? Because the thing is, if I was so completely drunk that I told this, do I even remember that I did?
Maybe you don't.
Yes,
I might not.
I would have told you probably.
Oh, you're that kind of woman. I see.
Yeah.
You want to make sure he remembers.
Like the morning after, when you were hangover, I would have said, "Haha, so fun night, huh?" And then told you the secret. So remember what you said last night? So yeah, but no point in being you if you don't think it applies. So Linda, Liam, if
who
one
wants
of you
to volunteer?
I really trust you. So
Linda can't because it goes against his bond that trusts you. Yeah. So it's Sulfur Heart or Liam.
All right, so let's go with Liam then.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it makes sense. It makes sense because so you joke about Liam, so Liam does not trust you.
Exactly. Yeah, makes sense.
Maybe Liam interpret your jokes in a darker way. Maybe maybe he thinks there's
Liam likes Hori and she's making fun of him.
Let's find out in a couple of
let's find out. Yeah.
Okay, so we are ready, almost ready to go. You have in your character sheet on the top left, Pedro, left, not right. Okay, in the top left, you right at the bottom of DW, you have main. You see a button main, and then right to it you have sub. You click on the sub, and your character sheet changes to the back of the character sheet.
Ooh.
Which shows you the coin, the gear and load. Load is the things you can carry.
Just one question.
Sure.
Before you continue, don't I have to choose my bonds as well?
Oh man, sorry, I forgot about.
Oh yeah, I forgot two more bonds.
No, I forgot everyone's bonds. Let's go.
Yeah,
Jesus, I'm really sorry, man. So let's go with Sulfur Heart bonds. Go.
Okay, so the first one is so-and-so has felt the hellish touch of fire. Now they know my strength, and it's got to be Linda because of the battle that we've had.
Yeah, awesome.
Pretty cool.
Awesome.
So, I will teach. The second is I will teach her the true meaning of sacrifice. I'm gonna go with Jinx because I mean she's all about singing songs and telling stories. She doesn't seem like a very serious person, so I'm gonna teach her what it really means to sacrifice things. And I cast something into the fire for them, and they still owe. And I still owe them their due.
Oh.
So this means that I sacrificed something for them, but yet I still owe them despite that sacrifice. Am I reading this right?
Yep, I think it's not for. I think it's from. It makes more sense, you see.
I cast something into the fire from him and still owe them their due. Okay. So
it's like you probably sacrificed something that was important to that character, and you have you still hold them. So somehow that changes your relationship or made a very weird or not. You will define that during playtime. What that action meant for each of your characters. It can be just, it was just a ring, or no, it was the ring for my grandmother of the tribe, of the last ring of the tribe. That was the symbol of hope, of everything. You see, you can escalate things quickly.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna pick Liam for this one. And well, since you're getting you know your character a little better, I'm gonna ask you what you think that I sacrificed, something that's important for you that I just sacrificed.
Something that was important to me?
Yeah, Liam.
Yeah.
So
That I just took
sulfur.
it and sacrificed, and now I owe you.
Yeah.
I have an idea. If you don't mind, Maria, when you asked me what we're going to play, you didn't know what dungeon world was, so you asked me, maybe Andre, our dungeon master, would let me to have a pet. Why don't you think that maybe the pet, it was the thing that was sacrificed for the
Ouch.
salamander?
I was thinking about the horse.
it was
Yeah,
something like
my horse.
it was not on purpose, but maybe in some way the pet died because of the actions of Sulfur Heart.
I feel tension in here.
It was a very good thing to do in role playing.
Awesome. That sounds
what do you
awesome.
think, Maria? It's you have to decide it, not me.
Yeah.
It's an
No,
idea.
that's a good one. I was thinking about it being my horse. So
Yeah, your pet. Yeah. What's
Yeah.
the name of your horse?
Okay.
What was the name of
What was the name of your horse?
I don't know.
Pressure.
What was his major perk? Was he fast, sturdy, strong, violent?
Loyal.
Really, really fast.
Really fast. So to
Really.
pick something fasty name, speedy. You see, you can think about that.
Dark Wind.
Oh wait, think about that, and then during play, if you have to say it to hurt some people, you say it. Let's literally be surprised. So think about that and don't say it now.
I just want to add one little detail, is that I somehow sacrificed the pet horse. It wasn't an accident. I did it. I thought it was what needed to be done. Okay.
Awesome. That's perfect. I did it because it was necessary, but we will somehow discover and explore why after. Unless you want to add it now or surprise us in a couple of minutes.
No, for me it's fine for now. We'll see where this leads us.
Good, awesome. Then let's go to the Liam bonds. Oh, Maria's awesome. Maria's always ahead of the game. So she already picked some bonds, which we will talk about and see if everyone agrees with that. So first bond says Soulful Heart smells more like prey than hunter.
She brought
mostly down to my just not liking him.
Yeah,
he's going to be murdered.
I really don't.
I
would rather not be close to.
I think the real problem is he only has one butthole. Come on, that doesn't make any sense. Really?
It's not even about that. It's a bit of a creep.
He's a creep, right? Yeah, you are a creep, Sulfur Heart. So
I'm trying to figure the thing out, and I just can't.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. Okay, guys. So second bound for Liam Blake is Jinx. Oh, the spirit spoke to me of a great danger that follows Jinx.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I put up with all the crap.
Oh, awesome.
And also the reason why you don't really trust her, because there's something wrong there. Yeah.
There's something...
The way she looks at you, Jinx, right? It's like something is around you, maybe. Nice. So the third bond is I have showed him or her a secret right of the land.
I thought about putting Sulfur Heart here as well as being the one to blame. My being the one to blame for him getting so wasted that one night. Spilled his guts and told the secret. And I guess I was the one to blame for getting in the funk.
Oh, I see. Okay, awesome.
And so
can you repeat that, please?
I was the one that got Sulfur Heart drunk the other night, and he got so drunk that he actually ended up telling secrets he shouldn't have. but well.
Oh, I see. And this like let's work around this bound a little more. So, was that part of the rite of the ritual, like being drunk to make something
Appear
new or
or
something appear?
No. It was just for the kicks.
Okay.
That was just to see him wasted.
Okay,
That was just the point.
we'll work with
No
that.
profound meaning or any of that. No.
Okay, we'll work with that. And so,
Yeah.
someone has tasted my blood and I theirs. We are bound by it. Oh, you have put something that makes me sad.
Yeah, he used to be my horse.
You have put my horse and now I'm sad.
I'm sorry.
I'm really sad about that, man.
That's too good.
We are bound by the blood I tasted from my horse, which Sulfur Heart has killed and sacrificed, motherfucker. Okay, I will allow that because somehow that can be useful. It already suggests me something. Okay, so let's keep it, guys. Now, after the bound, we can go to the sub area of our character sheet finally and finish our character creation. I think every one of you has the text of things you have to choose. So first thing first, let's go like to the area. I think you have, yes. There's an explanation of how much load you have. For example, Harry, you have 9 load plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
Liam, you have 6 plus your strength modifier. So if your strength, Liam, is 1, you have the total of 7. And beautifully, what this means is that when you add something to your inventory that you are using, it takes on your load, and everything has a load value. Some things are 0, some things are 1, some things are 2 or 3, which are very heavy. Okay. Now, a beautiful way to add inventory or equipment, you can click on the add. You have a plus add on the bottom part of gear.
Gear, yeah.
And if you go on the top right of the Roll20, you have compendium, right? Everyone has compendium.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go to the equipment and drag. And all you just need to do is drag the equipment you choose from the instructions. I know, Sulfur Heart, you might not have instructions because your playbook is an extra, but I will work with you in a couple of minutes. So if you just drag,
Yeah, because I was looking for that and nope.
Yeah. We need to look at your playbook.
I can write it down.
Oh no! Oh no! You already wrote that. You have to choose 2: a dungeon rations, 1 healing potion, or 10 coin. You see?
Yeah, and I'm choosing now.
Nice. So you guys can make your choices. If you have any question, please tell me. I am here. Straightforward. Like Liam, you have some kind of choices. Like you carry some token of your land. Describe it. You will describe it in a couple of minutes. Okay. Now you have first to choose your defense. Do you see this, Maria? Are you seeing like this? Which
Sorry.
On your character sheet, you have
on the
yeah on the bottom part. You have to choose if you have hide armor, a wooden shield, or both. But we'll take on your load. You have to choose an armament, which means a weapon. If you have a shilelag, it's kind of a club.
Shillelagh. How you pronounce it?
Oh my god, shillelagh.
Can I have one of those made from wood from around my birthland?
Of course. That sounds
Could that
awesome.
be my thing?
That sounds awesome. I will add it for you. So drag and boop. You already have a beautiful how do you say, man?
Shillelagh.
Okay, awesome.
It's not very intuitive.
Yeah. What type of defenses Liam has? Does only hide armor or hide armor and shield?
Just the armor.
Just
I
armor.
want to be
fast, movable, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's go to the where is the hide armor? I don't know. I added, okay. Hide armor. And now I will also explain one thing. You can see that some equipment or every time you add an equipment, you have gear tags. I will explain the concept of a gear tag, which is one of my favorite concepts of Dungeon World. A gear tag is like a word, a tag, see, on a equipment, a weapon, an armor, anything, an accessory, anything else. And they are very easy to understand. They are very intuitive. Like Sulfur Heart, if he has a weapon with the tag dangerous, you can understand that the weapon is dangerous. So imagine a great sword from the Final Fantasy. You see, those big ass swords. They are dangerous. They will give you problems if you enter in a city or a town with it. The guards will look at you and say, you are a dangerous guy, so go to the prison. Probably.
You are up to no good.
Yeah, you are up to no good with that kind of weapon on your back. You see, it will bring you problems, dangerous weapons. But if your weapon is precise, you can understand and you use dexterity instead of strength. If it has the tag of throwing, you can throw the weapon. And there are a lot of other tags, which we will talk about that if they appear. So Liam, we have one choice to do. Oh, you run away. Wait. So you have to choose between adventuring gear, and now this is really beautiful. This is an item, adventuring gear. It's like a backpack. And whenever you need something that an adventure needs, you just take it from the backpack. You say, it was here already. You see,
magic item.
Yeah, it's not magic. It is more like my character knows what to bring with it, but I as a player don't know. So on the spot, I take my frying pan that was inside my adventuring bag. You see, it can be really funny and useful if well played. You have adventure gear or poultice and herb, like a proper druid, or an halfling pipe leaf, or 3 antioxidants. Which one do you prefer to choose from these 4?
I would rather have the adventuring gear, because who knows, I may find some herbs in there.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Yeah, sure, there's no problem. Like, I will read the description. Adventuring gear is a collection of useful mundane items such as chalk, poles, spikes, ropes, etc. When you rummage through your adventure gear for some useful mundane item, you find what you need and mark off a use. So each character has 5 uses, and you can use your adventure gear to search for things, beautiful things. Oop. Awesome. So, hide armor gives you 1 armor. So I will put you 1 armor. And please put your armor correctly, guys. Okay. Why can't I change Liam's armor? Oh, why? Oh no, this is something. It was Liam. Your elf hit points are not correct, but I will do it for you. You are a druid. It was 6 plus 7 total.
Okay.
No problem. And your armor is 1, but do you guys can change armor?
No, I can't.
No problem. We'll work around that. So everyone just make sure you know your armor. Armor here is not armor class like Dungeons and Dragons. It's whenever you take damage, armor mitigates damage. unless the weapon has the tag armor penetration, which ignores armor. You see, guys, it's very, very bad. So okay, is everyone already chosen their gear?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, I have just a question.
I
have no need for armor, but the flames that burn within me.
That's
so
awesome.
do I get any armor or it's 0?
Just a 0, a beautiful 0.
Okay.
But
my flames don't do shit.
But your flames are flashy, so don't worry.
Nice.
You also have a symbol of your sacrifices past. Describe it.
Yeah, I already do.
If you want to describe it now, you can, or in the game.
Okay, so in a battle from my homeland, many of my friends perished, and I took a small amount of metal from each of their weapons, and I forged it myself to make a necklace that I wear very proudly.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. I love you, man. Awesome. So, guys, let's go back to the main part of the page and finish this, which you don't have to put anything more. Okay, guys. I will only talk a little about moves.
Okay.
So what are moves? Moves are actions you can make. Preferably, I would want you to say, okay, I try to do this, and don't think about the mechanic. Don't think I tried to do an act and slash. No, you say to me, I punch him in the face, and then I try to translate your narrative into the move, I guess, because sometimes their moves are not necessary, other times they are. So we have a lot of basic moves which everyone of you has. Hack and slash is the typical let's go to fight. If you click on the plus, you have a small description of the trigger when you attack an enemy in melee, and what does it mean to make a move. Mechanically, you grab 2 d6s, you throw, you add modifiers, and we see what happens. A 10 plus is a yes, you can do it, and maybe you can do it with a bonus. Okay. 7 to 9 is yes, you can do it, but something will go wrong. Something will happen. For example, hack and slash. I want to strike the enemy down, and you throw the dice. It's a 7 to 9. Yes, you strike them down, but he strikes you too, in the belly, or in your second butthole. If it's a 6 or lower, oh boy, something goes nuts. Really, really bad. And now this is a beautiful part of Dungeon World. The Master of Ceremony, the most uninteresting thing to do is to cause damage. The 6 less or 6 minus. The least interesting thing a master can do is, okay, then he strikes you and you lose 3 hit points. That's the least interesting things. There are a lot of moves way more interesting that a master can do. So I will try to use that as few as possible times, because I want to make this a very interesting exchange of moments and scenes. Volley is like the hack and slash, but for an archer. Okay. And this is really beautiful because the volley, when you roll, you can have a clear shot, you can deal damage, but with consequences like it's not your first error, it was not a clear shot, so it has a damage penalty. Or if you have to shot them, you have to put yourself in danger. And it's the player that chooses what happens, not the dungeon master. Okay. Parlay. Oh man, God, come on. Parlay is what Jinx will do probably all over the place. So when you have leverage on someone or something, okay, when you try to manipulate, when you try to persuade, but remember, in Dungeon World there are no bullshit things like, hey guy, give me your arse. Whole persuasion. Natural 20 or 19. And he gives you the horse. No. Dungeon World, it doesn't work like this. You must say, hey, give me your horse, or I will tell you what you did last night.
Exactly.
You need to have leverage, even if it's a lie. You see, you have to make the characters in the fiction, in the story, believe you have something on them. So remember, there are no shenanigans here.
Remember.
Defy danger is the most common move used on Dungeon World, because when we don't know what type of move this is a defy danger. It has any type of bonus, because it's when you act. I will read because this is English, so I can read the description and sound very clever. When you act despite an imminent threat or suffer a calamity, you can act in very different ways. For example, an ogre comes to you, Linda, and it swings his great club around. You will hit you. Okay, you said you run, so that's dexterity. It's defy danger with dexterity. But if you say, okay, I try with my equations to predict that you will fail. Okay, you defy danger with intelligence. And if you roll high, he will fail because you predicted that he would fail. He was swinging too hard or too broadly. It's very beautiful when players start to master the defined danger and solve things that weren't supposed to be solved with charisma, wisdom, and intelligence. It's really, really awesome, man. I want that to happen. I count on you guys. Defend. When a character defends a person or an object. This is really beautiful. You roll, you gain hold, and then you spend this hold, is like a coin, okay, to have effects like parry, you taking the strike instead of the character. You can say, I defend Linda, and I spend my one hold to defend her, and the strike comes at me. I lose the hit points. She doesn't. It's really beautiful. You choose. You can read all the options you have. Discern realities is, oh my, Noon, I hope you love this this thing, okay? Because Discern realities is my favorite move, guys. In Dungeons and Dragons, you have the typical, let's roll a perception. Okay, you have here the perception and the insight. They are both combined in one move, which is the Discern realities. You roll, and the amount of rolling will give you the ability to ask me questions that are there. For example, what happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? And what here is not what it appears to be? And this is the beautiful thing about Powered by the Apocalypse games. And this is why a Dungeon Master of Ceremonies, the prep is different. Is because when you choose a question, you are suggesting me things. For example, you enter a room, Jinx. You roll Discern realities, and you ask me what here is not what it appears to be. I can't say nothing. That's really uninteresting. Even if I didn't fall or planned, because there's no planning, there's preparation. If you ask me what here is not what it appears to be, I say the mirror. The mirror is not a mirror, it's a door. You see? And boom, we created things here together. I love this, man. So, Discern realities.
Clearly.
Is awesome.
Clearly.
Spout lore is the history, okay? Is what bards do. Is what everyone does when they want to know something about anything. You want to spout lore, you roll your intellect, and then you can know something interesting and useful, or something that might be useful, or something really, really bad. And the not the last, but almost the last one. Aid and interfere. You hold bonds to aid or interfere an action, a move that other player is doing, other character. And the last breath is somehow an exquisite move. When you guys die, you don't immediately die. You have the last breath. You hold, and then something happens. Let's not explore this right now. If someone, if any of you dies, we will hold the last breath and see what happens. It's really, really beautiful, guys. And then the other moves are your playbook moves. You have a lot of moves, guys. I will. Let's take like 5 minutes so we can start the adventure at 11, which is a really nice hour for a demo. So you can read your moves that you have in your character sheet. If you have any question, you can make me. I know most of them by head, so feel free to explore. As I talk to Linda, because I need to talk to Linda. We all need to talk to Linda. Linda, you have a move called Quest.
Quest, yeah.
It's a move that you make at the start of the campaign. Okay, it's really, really big. I'm seeing that. Yeah, it's really big. And the quest move says, state what you set out to do. Slay something, a great blight on the land, defend something, discover the truth of something, then choose up 2 boons, and then I will tell you something about what you choose. Now, guys, let's all talk about the quest, because this choice, it's what will define what will happen today, really, right now.
Okay.
Linda and everyone, do you want to slay something that is a great blight on the land? Do you want to defend something from the iniquities that beset them? Or do you want to discover the truth of something?
For me personally, I would prefer the last one, to discover the truth of something.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
With this kind of people that likes role playing, I would be like discovering the truth of something.
Of a fun pain.
So what is that something? You need to write that.
I'm writing.
Remember, this is a shallow sea, and this is an adventure on a very vast sea, which is shallow.
Are we going to be on a boat?
Yeah, definitely. Because the first question is, the shallow sea stretches for hundreds of leagues. When did you lose sight of land?
Yeah. Okay, so I hope we're on a boat.
Yeah, hopefully you are in like a double pirogue, which is a catamaran, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's called catamaran in English. But I can be bad translating it.
It would be good to discover the truth of some island that nobody knows where it is, and that makes something to the boats nearby.
Okay, Jinx, what is the name of the island?
The island is called the Misty Weave.
Misty Weave Island. Liam, what does this island do to the nearby boats?
Sinks them.
Oh, awesome. Sinks the boat.
Before it sinks them, it kind of entraps the people on the boat so that they get enchanted.
Oh, enchanted. Okay.
And they're unable to react, so they end up drowning as well.
Awesome. Beautiful, guys. Enchant, trap, and
we
sink.
have a mermaid island. A mermaid.
Awesome. Very beautiful, guys. So, Linda, you can choose up to 2 boons, okay, from that choices. So just erase everything that is not useful for you. And then this says, the gem will then tell you what vow is required of you to maintain your blessing.
Okay, so I'll then choose up to 2 boons, up to unwearing sense of direction, 2. Eu vou escolher a unwearing sense of direction. I'm going to choose.
You can choose. Yeah.
Fucking me, but for some reason.
You can choose.
Yeah. I'm going to choose the first one, an unwearing sense of direction to the highest ones, because I've been guided to by my god, by my divinity.
That's awesome. That's a very useful boon.
And
by the way, I will already choose that the vow you have to take so things work for you, your blessings, is truth. You cannot lie.
Fuck!
Oops.
Yes.
Shit. Okay. And the second.
Do you know why? Because you have chosen a quest about discover, about knowing the truth of something. So it makes sense that your deity asks you to be truth on this quest, so you can be successful.
And the second boon and the last one would be I have a mark of divine authority. So
beautiful.
Somehow people that know this symbol would know me as an authority in my religion or something like that.
Beautiful. So Liam, I need to talk to you also, just to make one choice. It's really fast. It's about the move Born of the Soil. And it means that you learn your magic in a place whose spirits are strong and ancient, and they've marked you as one of their own. No matter where you go, they live within you, allow you to take their shape. Choose one of the following, remove the rest. It's a list you can see in your character sheet. It is the land to which you are attuned. When shape-shifting, now this is really awesome, Zé. Look, when shape-shifting, you may take the shape of any animal who might live in your land. Period. This is crazy and awesome. And you are level 1, man. So you can choose the great forests, the whispering plains, the vast desert, the stinking mire, the river delta, the depths of the earth, the sapphire islands, the open sea, towering mountains, frozen north, and blasted wasteland. Which kind of druid you are? From where do you belong? Hard choice, I know. That's why I don't pick druid.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know.
Which type
Forest?
Oh, the great forest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's loads of variety there. So.
Yeah, and about you already described the club, and that's more a foresting thing. Yeah. Awesome. So you can actually shapeshift into any creature of the great forests. You will retain. So choose a tail physical attribute that marks you as a born of the soil. Now this is really beautiful. Your character has something marked by the great forests. It can be something that reflects the spirit of your land. It might be an animal feature like antlers or leopard spots, or something more general like hair like leaves or eyes of glittering crystal. You tell us what makes you a druid of the great forest physically. Tell us.
She has.
I'm going to have golden eyes.
Oh, beautiful!
Golden
eyes of the great forest. I like that.
Yeah, and that's it.
Awesome.
Along with the hood and all of that. That's good. And the club.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. So, you're druid. You don't need to eat or drink because you are by nature sustained. Yeah, very broken. I know. You have the spirit tongues, which the grunts, barks, chirps, and calls of the creatures of the wild are as a language to you. You understand animal native to your land and kin to the one whose essence you have studied. So you can speak with creatures from the great forest. You are a shapeshifter. It's really nice how shapeshifting works here, and if you shapeshift, we will see how that works. And you have study essence, that it triggers when you spend time in contemplation of an animal spirit and you add that animal to your list of animals. So imagine you see a dolphin and you study essence the dolphin, you can then shapeshift into a dolphin.
Could I shapeshift into a salamander?
Let's say that salamanders are not creatures from the Great Forest, but you can try to study essence salamanders in play. Let's see how that goes. Does anyone has a question regarding their moves?
I have to choose something as well, but I can just tell you what I'm going to choose.
Oh, tell us.
So I need to choose an area of expertise that can be like spells, the dead and undead, etc. I'm going to go with gods and their servants.
Oh, beautiful. You can erase the rest then?
You want to talk straight to me. I see.
and then as a move, what this means is I can ask you, do the move and ask you a question, and you'll need to answer, I guess.
Anytime. Yeah, anytime you make that move, the Bardic Lore, you make a question regarding gods and their servants, and I must, and now guys, please listen this. Here, my answers are always honest. It is forbidden in Dungeon World to the Dungeon Master can't lie. Even if the roll is bad, it doesn't mean that you have incorrect information. That doesn't exist. What happens is that the information you get is really bad for you, but it's honest. You see how this works? So, like, if you want to know that noble, does this noble will pay for my rent? You roll 10 plus, yes, you will pay for your rent for the whole year. 7 tonight, yes, but you must make a job for him. 6 minus, no, you will not play. You will not play. It's honest information, but the information that comes from your questions is influenced by your roles, and that's how we play Dungeon World. So let's start with this. Woo! Finally,
let's go.
So guys, in the shallow sea, we have a beautiful, vast sea. Shallow, you know? So it's usually for the ones who adventure in this shallow sea to see the fish nearby, to see Batoideas. You don't know what Batoideas are? Oh, it's like mantas, rays, you see? Swimming in the sands, waiting for their prey. It's also usual to see fishermen on stilts and tiny boats like pirogues. Pirogues are like the Venetian boats, you see, guys? Very long and shallow boats that may be rowed with paddles, usually punted with a pole or optionally fitted with an outrigged or small sail. So this shallow sea is full of mysteries, and today you four, as a group, want to discover the truth of the Misty Island? Was it Misty Island?
The Misty Weave Island.
Misty Weave. Oh, beautiful. The Misty Weave Island. There are rumors about it, that something happens to the boats. But let's start with the questions. So, my beautiful, soulful art. The shallow sea stretches for hundreds of leagues. When did you lose sight of land? Was it far too long, or was it yesterday?
Well, it was a couple of days ago. It wasn't too long, but it feels like it's been a week, 2 weeks. Since you don't see anything, it hasn't been that long, but it feels like it has.
That sounds very nice. So, Linda, you lose sight of land a couple of days ago, but tell me, what was the city or the dock that you left from?
The dock, the city was...
You have names? by the way, guys, you have handouts.
Oh yes, we have names in the
town, place names, random names, surnames to help
Butter
us.
Pond.
Better Pond. Okay.
Butter Pond.
Butter
Just to be
with
Butter Pond.
Oh,
Butter de manteiga.
Yeah.
Pond. Butter.
Butter Pond. Okay.
Butter Pond.
So you have all left Butter Pond a couple of days. What type of boat do you have? Is it a tiny pirogue, or is a catamaran, or something fantasy-like that we can create here? This question is for Jinx.
Jinx. Okay, so I would think that I wouldn't go on a small boat. So it had to be something complex. So maybe a couple of sails, catamaran style,
Awesome.
like broad, square shape, not a
Double or
elongated
triple
shape.
sailed?
Sure.
No, double or triple. You choose.
Let's go with double. Yeah, double sailed.
Nice. Double sailed.
I thought you were going to be for
Extra.
Beautiful.
Extra one. Give me one more.
Liam,
Please, one more.
Liam, what do you hate most about traversing the warm, tight, deep water of the shallow sea? So what do you hate most here?
There's a breeze.
Answer us. Dun, 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 dun. You can guys all help with suggestions. Okay.
There's no trees.
Oh.
No, it's not that. What I hate the most is the fact that I just I'm stuck here.
Oh, you feel stuck. Nice.
Yeah, I'm just stuck.
In the boat.
I'm not liking it.
Yeah. It's probably the
Although,
twisting and swerve. Sorry.
Remember that the sea is shallow, so it's like how shallow it is. Let's work with that. It's like a chest height or a knee high?
No, more like neck high, I think.
Neck high?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. So it's kind of intimidating. So walking in the shallow sea, but you can walk.
Yeah.
And get eaten by a batoide.
Some of us can walk.
Some of us, yeah. Some of
You can warm the water if you want.
Oh, about that, Soulful Heart. What kind of sea creatures are you surprised to see in the shallow sea?
Any kind of creatures, because it's like water. Like, oh, what lives here? Like, how can things live here in the water? Any kind of creatures is like, oh, this is strange.
What was the most interesting creature among them? Give us one.
Okay, so it was this. When you look down, it almost looks small, but then you realize that it's just a very thin fish that has, when they turn, it has a bunch of spikes that you couldn't see.
Like a giant lamprey.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but like really thin.
Yeah, like a fish clown.
Sounds gross, man.
Technically, all of them sound gross.
Oh, so for you, fish are gross. Nice.
Anything that lives in the water, it's just gross.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So, Linda, what kind of what have you slept on, or have you slept at all?
Can you repeat your question, please?
What have you slept on, or have you slept at all?
Yes, I have slept. Yes, and I where I have a quarter, of course. I have a small quarter. I have a small quarter. I'm not the captain or something, but I
if
think
you are not, which one of you is the captain then?
I don't know how to sail, so, but I think I'm treated as a guest that somehow has some importance.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
Oh, Jinx is the captain. Sure, guys, Jinx is the captain.
I think it's a. Yeah.
I have the captain hat after all, so
that's true. That's true. It makes sense. Jinx is the captain, and by any reason that we'll explore, probably, the only room here, the quarter, is where Linda sleeps.
Yep.
Kind of weird. If I was Liam or Sulfurheart, I would explore that. And last
the princess.
Last question, and this question will be for any one of you or for everyone. Thus far, you've only seen their pyrox from afar. What do you hope to find among the waterfolk? So this question adds elements. There are waterfolk. Waterfolk are like humans, okay? That live in the shallow sea somehow with cities, village, towns, or any other mean. What do you guys hope to find among them? Please don't say, I want to find the island. No, that's the quest. What do you guys want to find among the waterfolk? Is there any tradition? Is there any hidden treasure? Is there any lore, song, object?
I'm thinking something like the cities will be something like woods among the sea, like floating, and there will be some kind of wooden bridges that connects every small house that is floating, and these waterfalls, they use these bridges as something so natural, and it will be something difficult to us. So I think they will be kind enough to try to help us to the city, to help us to bring us to the city, so we can make some kind of tourism, or something to explain the culture that they have, or something like that.
I'm expecting to find stuff like paganistic rituals that we're not familiar with, because this is so detached from everything
completely
else.
Different, yes, something like that. So like the clash of two completely different cultures.
Yeah,
that would be my
awesome. That's an awesome answer. And mechanically wise, because go ahead.
I think I would be very interesting to find how they live with so much water. Like, do they need to do something to the wood, to the structures, so it's resistant to the water? I feel like that would be knowledge that is very interesting to me, and that I could bring back to my people. So that's what I'm hoping to find.
Awesome! That's awesome.
Can they breathe underwater?
We will learn. We will learn.
Let's find out.
Let's start to find out, guys. So this was the last question and the most influential one. You can see that mechanically. We by answering these questions, you sculpt the adventure itself. When you say to me what you want or what you hope to find among the waterfolk, you are suggesting me things that are written, and then I have tools, which are moves and other stuff that the master can use to put them in action. So let's start this adventure right now. Can you hear the music, guys?
No.
No? Let's put more sound.
No.
Now I can. All right, maybe it's too much now.
Oh, it's too much? Okay, I will put less sound.
You can, no,
oh, but guys, each one of you...
You can...
Yeah, each one of you, at the settings, top right wheel, work wheel, you go settings, you have music. Master music volume, which is only for you. So you can sculpt that so you, so you are okay with it. Okay, guys. So the situation is as follows. A couple of days ago, you left Butterport, a small town with a small port, but very near to the shallow sea, and hopefully near to the island, the Misty Weave Island that Linda knows about. Her deity gives her a sense of direction of where the island is, but god damn it, these couple of days feel longer than usual. Day after day, Sulfurheart, you see more damned water, and the day next after, more damned water, and the day next to it, more damned fucking water. You are probably tired of seeing water. There's water everywhere. Leagues, hundreds of leagues. Shallow. Sometimes you see fish swimming around with their own business. Other times you see the sand moving slowly, and then when the boat approaches, something goes off really fast, and you don't see the creature itself. How is the morale, guys? What are you doing right now in this shallow sea with nothing interested around you?
I like to imagine. Yeah, I like to imagine everyone's kind of downhearted and silent, and all of a sudden, Ori just steps up and, "Oh, everyone! I think I've come up with a new verse for the ballad I'm writing. How do you think about, Linda? There's nothing she can't cut."
I'm stucking my head right up below the waterline. I don't want to listen to this.
Linda, there's nothing she can't cut, but hey, it doesn't matter. She still has a big old butt.
Come on, man.
There's no one. There's no more people to clap. So
no one.
Yeah, it's really sad, and the ocean itself, the sea ocean itself, doesn't clap because there are no waves.
Okay.
So, I think that
I'm not really
when
paying attention.
What are you paying attention to, Silverheart?
I am looking for random bits of loose metal that I can find, and I'm heating them up in my hands, and I am molding them, just trying to pass the time to do something familiar.
Okay. So you are focused on your own work.
And I think I would be something like praying for guidance to see if Samara, the Lady of Stars, my deity, would have some guidance to show us where to go. But as the verse that Ori starts to sing, I stop my guidance, and with my glowing eyes, I just stare at her. Like,
woo! Tough crowd, ain't ya? Okay.
You have to put some humor on it, girl.
And that was the butt part. The butt part was clearly humor.
No, it won't.
Fine, I'll keep working on it. It's not a finished piece anyway.
We all going on edge with that accent. Thank you so much. Okay, let me clear myself. Okay, I'm ready to continue. No, awesome, man. Keep going. So, as you put your head underwater, Liam, the water is crystalline. It's beautiful. Somehow in this part of the world, in this fantasy world, you can even see the stars when it's daylight, so it's kind of beautiful. You see there are constant lights going in the day, but at night it's really a beautiful thing to watch. Do you do anything more as you put your head on the water, or are you just trying to really, I don't want to hear this annoying song anymore?
I take the opportunity to just enjoy and appreciate any life that I can spot underwater. And see if I learn anything about those fishes and beings.
Oh, okay. You want to use this moment to learn maybe about the sea itself and the fishes and the vegetation that you can see around you. Awesome. Let's make the first move, which is a spout lore. Okay. So in your character, which is not Linda, is Liam. If you click on the spout lore, it will be everything automatic. You have the spout lore, you click on the name, whoop, and everything will be fine. So, when you consult your accumulated knowledge about something, you have rolled 2d6s, the software rolled, and you add your intelligence, which not much, it's a -1. Now the GM might ask you, how do you know this? Tell them the truth now, but before asking, as you put your head on the water and you see the fishes, there are like a couple of small fishes going swimming around like a dance, you know, minding their own business. You see algae waving, but very, very faintly, because there are no waves in this shallow sea. Now, what do you know from your spout lore that the most common fishes here in the sea are shallow fish that eat from the bottom, from the ground. And you know, Liam Blake, that there are creatures, dangerous creatures here, and they are way near to you, because you are watching one right now, a slightly movement, like it's a batoidea. A batoidea is like a manta, okay, or like a how do you say?
Yeah, it's a manta ray.
Yeah, a manta ray, like a manta ray, moving the sand, and you see the creature there, and the boat is going to the top of the creature. If the boat reaches the creature, something will happen. You see the long tail ready to be lashed at someone, because these creatures stay low. They lay in wait for their prey. What do you do, Liam Blake? It's your choice to do something about this. As you put your head, you see the situation, you know the information. What do you do?
What is it that the manta ray is attacking? Is it me? Or is it something else?
She's laying in wait. So she's not moving. The boat is going to pass over the creature, and you know, the spout lore gave you the information, bad information, you see, that the batoidea will, the manta ray will react. It will do something really bad if you don't do something.
To the boat.
So, yeah. What do you do, Liam Blake, as you see this?
I just get my head out of the water.
Yeah.
And take my club.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do something really, really stupid.
That's
nice.
nice.
I know it's stupid.
But
I want to go back in the water with the club, and I want to smack the thing.
Oh, that's awesome! So guys, every one of you sees this, and I didn't even know that we were having combat today, and the first thing is the combat. So awesome to try. You guys will learn that combat is really, really, really different, okay, from Dungeons and Dragons. And let's learn how. So you see Liam Blake puts the head on the water, he takes the head, the club jumps to the water as the boat is moving slightly fast, jumps to the water, and then a sudden movement appears, and there's a lot of noise and splashing, and the sand is all moving crazy. So that is a pure hack and slash. You can make your move hack and slash. Go, go, go.
Oh shit!
That's really bad. Awesome. That's really awesome. So, what happens here, guys, is that Liam jumped to the water. She took the club. She tried to. Here. Oh man, it's really bad. She tried to hit the manta ray, and you all see the manta ray moving really fast, and she fails. you see the big old, and it's kind of old, okay? The big old tail, 25 feet above your heads, okay? Yeah, it's really big. Come from the water. It's a huge creature. You know that it ends alone, and the tail will lash to Liam Blake unless one of you do something.
Can I do something?
Linda, what do you do?
Yeah.
Now, before you do, two things I need to clarify. Guys, combat. There's no initiative. Fuck that in this system. You must be always attentive. You can react anytime. You can do awesome combos with this. There's no initiative, and things are really more faster. So, Linda, what do you do as the tail is going to attack Liam?
Even before, when I see Liam jump out of the boat, I just hold my head up and I say, Liam! And when I see the tail going above the boat, I just jump out of my position, my praying position, and I grab my halberd and I just start running to jump to defend Liam. And
you want to defend?
Defense.
Awesome. Okay. Beautiful. Because now we can actually try stuff. Let me try to get a combat song. You see, guys, I was not expecting comments, and you guys are just
I think no one was. Everyone keeps failing. This is brilliant.
Oh, awesome. So defend, man. That will be so. You put yourself in a position to defend.
I'm jumping.
Liam Blake, and at this moment, I think I don't have. But let me see. Okay, that's perfect. What I will do. The tail lashes to you, and as you warn Liam starts to run, and the tail somehow strikes the water and separates Linda and Liam from Sulphurheart and Jinx. You are separated. Whoa. You can't aid or interfere each party, okay? So the creature separates yourself and is in the middle of you. Sulphurheart, do you want to do something or Jinx?
Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, I want to do Burning Brands to conjure a weapon, a flame.
Please, make the move. Let's see if everything goes right. Please, make a good roll. Click on the brand name, on the name of the move.
Yeah. Whoop. Burning Brands.
Yes! Yes, motherfuckers! So, this is awesome. You will tell us how you, Sulphurheart, you conjure a weapon of pure fucking flames. And then you choose two options from the ones below. You can use the hand tag, the throw near tag, so it's like a dagger, you see. You can make it a +1 damage, so it has a lot of flames, or remove the dangerous tag, because it's a dangerous weapon. Man, it's a weapon full of flames, obviously it's dangerous. Yeah, imagine walking in a town with that weapon, la la la. By the way, so tell us, how do you conjure and so what weapon it is? Go.
Okay, so I'm gonna conjure like a lance, but made out of fire, so thrown. And I'm gonna choose a +1 damage. I'm just gonna throw it.
Oh, you have one more choice. +1 and throw.
And throw.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, I can remove the dangerous tag so the creature doesn't come after me.
But wait, you want to throw the spear, right? The lance.
Yes, because I can choose it to be a thrown weapon, right?
Awesome. Then throw and +1 damage. That are the two choices. Awesome, Sulphurheart.
Yeah.
So you see this salamander, a wicked salamander, creating a lance with its own flames, and then throwing the flames with a flaming strike. Oh yeah. So as you throw, that seems like a volley. For me, because you are throwing something, it's a range. Then you can click on the volley, and if instead of using dexterity or strength, you may choose intellect if you want.
Yes, definitely. Well, strength is -1, dex is 0, intelligence is +2, so let's go with intelligence.
Go, let's go.
That sounds awesome.
So,
It's a 10 again.
fucking awesome! So you have a clear shot. You throw the lance full of flames, and you see the lance go, and it strikes in the middle of the Batoida, the creature, and it shrieks, and you see the flames evaporating some water because you are awesome. Now, do we know you have 3 uses? Awesome. So you have already 1 use. Do we know which type of damage does that makes? If we don't, I go search. It's a lance you choose, right?
Brutal.
Yeah.
It's the type of damage. It's brutal.
Let me check the weapons, equipment, 3.
The type of damage is fucking
it's
cool.
brutal.
That's what.
Yeah, fucking cool. It's better. Yeah.
I think it's a very high damage because the lance it's really fucking awesome. Weapon list. So use. Let me see here. I'm not finding what I need, guys. Oh my god. So equipment. Let's see if a spear works or a lance.
Spear.
Yeah, spear. So you can throw. You have +1 damage. So that's. No, that's not a spear. What is a lance? Where are you, lance? I need to use another stuff on the lance.
But to be fair, it should be a spear because you can't really throw a lance per se. If I'm thinking of the correct weapon.
Oh man!
What
am I doing, guys? I'm crazy. Guys. I don't play Dungeon World like in 1 month, so I forgot. Damage in Dungeon World is static.
It's always the same.
No, it's static.
Yeah.
From your playbook, from your moves, you see. So it's 1d8 plus 1 from your attack. So roll 1d8 plus 1 to the Batoida. For Batoida.
How do I do
in
that?
The left corner you have a dice. You have a dice,
yeah.
21 dice. You can click on it, and then you in the basic rolls you can just grab the d8, or if you want to advance roll 1d8 plus 1, and you can click roll the blue button.
Indeed.
Yeah, I rolled a d8. It was 1. So plus the 1, it's 2.
So this is the beautiful stuff about this is that I give you information. You throw the lance, it strikes the Batoida, and you see that the flames are not enough to pierce the natural armor of this creature. It's really thick. Batoidas are very dangerous foes. So Jinx, what do?
At this point, I see Liam jumping in. Hey, Linda, Paladin, please, just go, kick the rudder, Fireboy, just hoist the sail, turn it around, and everyone just jumps in the water. And, what the fuck, fucking useless people! And I'll just go to the helm of the ship, stick it with my rapier, and then swing through the sail, to twist the boat around, and kick the rudder so it twists faster, and direct the boat directly at the creature.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So
awesome.
let's try to decipher that. So you want to make the boat
Defy Ranger. Defy Danger.
Yeah, it will be obviously a Defy Danger. But which type of ability score are you using? I think it's.
I'm going for super fast stuff, so like swinging from the sails, so maybe dexterity.
Yeah, sure. Let's make a Defy Danger with dexterity. So you see Jinx moving around, making the sails, putting the sails in the right position. The boat starts to swing a lot in a weird manner, and you see the boat coming really fast to this Batoida. So let's Defy Danger.
6 plus 1, right? Because my dexterity, so 7.
Yes. Okay, awesome. You can put the ask. And it will ask every time you do. So 7 is better than 6.
Yes.
Yeah, because 7 says in the Defy Danger, it says the follows: the GM offers a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. So you do what you asked. You can manage that. You control the boat in a way that will strike through in the Batoida and make a lot of damage because it's a freaking boat. However, However, it will break something from the boat, and as I must be honest, one of the two sails will break and your speed will halve.
Okay.
Not that really matters mechanically, so
It matters.
it will
Or it
take you
might,
longer.
Yeah.
Do you accept that?
Yeah, for sure.
So sure, roll a d10, okay? Not your damage playbook, but this is regarding the situation is a d10 because it's a boat going.
Okay, so
I think it's a d20, but
There are no d20. That's awesome. So you strike through with your boat against this little crazy ass Batoida. And you see, but the manta ray is more beautiful. So with its barb and teeth, trying to make a lot of stuff, and she's trying to to lash her tail, her barbed tail against the boat, and you hear, and then the tail strikes through, and it cuts one of the sails, and the sails is destroyed completely as this creature is out of control. What do you guys do as it's out of control? Go.
I want to attack it again.
I will, as I see that he's still throwing flaming spears at it, I'll try to turn the boat again so I can give him a clear shot. So I'm trying to kind of aid him.
Awesome. Okay, so you want to attack Sulfur Art, and Jinx can aid you. So first things first, let's Jinx, let's try to aid Sulfur Heart by controlling the boat, and that's really awesome. That's an awesome thing to do. So you can roll your aid and add the amount of bonds you have with Sulfur Heart.
So bond +2, is that it?
I think it is. Let's see.
Sure.
Let's see.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
So I'm gonna roll.
It's also my
aid now.
Let's go.
Oh wait. So I
Sorry, guys. I'm back.
No problem. So what happens, Linda? Sulfur Art is attacking, and Jink is aiding by controlling the boat in a more favorable way.
Wait, yeah.
Is everything alright, man?
Okay, 9.
So 9 is 9. So they take +1 as you do this move to aid Sulfur Art. So the boat is manipulated in a way that Sulfur Art, you see the Batoida is right next to you, and you can strike it very, very true. You can grab the lance and attack again, right? You want to attack with the lance, or?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I do the volley, and do I get +1 to that because she helped me?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Yep.
By the way, if you want to choose, I can give you the liberty to choose volley or I can slash. As the boat smacked the Batoida, so you can go back and throw, or you can just slice it.
No, I'm gonna keep at a distance.
Awesome, you are smart.
I'm gonna keep at a distance with volley. Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, gee, boo! My God. Okay, so
yeah.
that's beautiful. So we have a 14. 14 is awesome. It's like one of the best results you can have. Now you can roll your damage +1, and hopefully the Batoida.
5 total.
Oh, that's good. Very good. So what happens in the fiction is the Batoida takes the flaming lance, and you see its skin started to its fin it starts to get black with the smoky with the flames of Sulfur Heart. The creature is crazy, and it turns to Sulfur Heart with the intention of immediately killing him in the strike. Liam or Linda, what do you do? As the creature gives his back to you.
I want to try and strike at it again.
Go, let's go. Then I can slash it, and hopefully You roll well.
I will hack and slash it too.
Oh, gee. Wait, what? Okay, guys, 1 at a time. But you guys have the same result, 10 plus. So you deal your damage to the enemy and avoid their attack. Hack and slash is very dangerous because it's one way of receiving damage, and the master can't do anything about that. So, at your option, each of you, if you want to be reckless, you can add 1d6 damage, but you expose yourself to an enemy attack. Do any of you want to be real crazy? Or
yeah, I'm protecting him, so I'll be trying to call the creature against me. So I want to be reckless.
You want to be reckless? Awesome. Yeah. Liam, will you be reckless also or not?
Well, I'm thinking the same thing. He's going to attack her, and I don't want him to attack her.
Awesome. So, first, Liam, you deal your damage, and if we see your damage...
7.
Could I...
No, wait. It's... In this case, it's 2d6s, because 1d6 from your playbook, and plus 1d6 from your reckless.
But in my... I thought... In my damage, it's 1d10.
I'm talking about Liam.
Oh, sorry.
So, Liam, you have 3. You can roll 1 more d6. 4 damage total. Okay, awesome. So 4 damage is... Awesome. So, you strike through the manta ray. And as you strike, she... because it's a she somehow, she spins, and you take a damage as described, and you take an attack as described in the move. But I will roll the same attack because it will be like a spin, so both Linda and Liam will take the same damage. Linda, roll your damage to see if it dies before.
It would be 7 hit points.
Total. Oh, 7. Beautiful. So you strike very true, Linda, and it gushes blood everywhere, and the blood, it's blue because it's different. So the blue blood goes everywhere in the water, but the creature spins, and it will strike with its barbed tail. Okay, guys, it will hurt a little bit, just a little bit. I promise, just a little bit. Okay?
I want to do my last breath.
6 damage.
Ow!
To each of you.
Fuck.
So it spins, and you guys take a huge amount of damage as this creature. I think almost kills you guys, right? Because it's
wait, but just the 2 of them or the 4 of us?
The two of them, because it was.
Okay. Don't involve me into this.
Remember, it was their choice to take the damage, not mine.
Yeah.
It was their choice. So as you see this, Jinx and Soulful Heart, your 2 colleagues going like 5 or 10 feet away from the water with blood with their own bloods. Imagine barbed spikes on their chests and heads. It was a violent strike. What do you guys do?
I'll just...
I'm gonna turn to Jinx and I'm gonna say, this is how you defend people, not with songs. And I'm gonna run up to the creature, and I want to do a hack and slash on it. So I want to attack it, but not at the distance anymore.
Awesome.
In melee.
Awesome. Jinx, do you want to do something with it, or another thing?
I'm gonna do... Yeah, you think songs don't work? Pretty boy. I'm gonna swing my cape around and strum my harp, my little harp I carry on my belt, and try to give him 1d4 forward to damage. I'm not sure what that means, but use my arcane heart.
That's awesome.
Heart.
So,
yeah,
you roll first.
Okay, arcane art.
It's kind of an inspiration you're trying to do. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if you inspire.
9.
So 9. Your spell still works, but you draw unwanted attention or magic reverberates to other targets, affecting them as well.
Okay.
So now you will choose if you heal 1d8. If you already chose 1d4 forward to damage.
1d4
so
for,
what this means is the next Sulfur Heart attack, it will have a plus 1d4. So it's like inspiration, but with other choices. So Sulfur Heart, you wait, Jinx. What do you sing or what do you play?
No, I'm very caustic in my inspirations. Just go, yeah, pretty boy. You think music doesn't work? Well, catch a glimpse of this. Just start strike some chords in my little harp, and he feels boosted.
Awesome, Sulfur Heart. You run through the waters near the manta ray. You grab the flaming lance and then you hack and slash it with all your might, right?
Yeah.
Then you hack and slash it, baby.
Oh yeah.
This
Delete
guy.
image.
12.
Awesome. Now it's a 12. You successfully attack it. You make the precious damage you want. If you want to be reckless, you can do extra damage, but you will receive an enemy attack. And I can also add to you, since it was a 9, okay, the inspiration music of 1d4, it was not only for you, but to the Batoida itself too.
Okay.
Somehow the
so,
creature feels
I-
likes music and starts to splash in the water. So what is your choice?
So I
far?
roll 1d8 plus 1 and 1d4.
Yes.
Do I know that the creature is also has boosted damage?
Yes.
Do I realize
Every
that?
information is honest and you know it. You feel that somehow.
Okay, so I'm not
Go.
I'm not gonna do the extra attack then.
Thankfully, because
Yes,
you have
damage.
4 HP.
I have 5 HP.
Oh, so I'm so
Ooh,
sorry,
crazy.
Mr. 5.
Okay, so it's 1d8 plus 1 and then 1d4, right?
Yeah, roll everything. Go.
Yes.
Make it. Oh, gee.
Then 1d4.
Ouch.
Oh. So okay,
Jason.
plus 1 9 plus 3,
Sulfur
12.
Heart. Describe us, how do you kill this manta ray?
I am gonna dash tentacles at its tendrils and completely decimate this creature's ability to move and to attack, so just it lays there, unable to do anything.
Visceral. You see for the first time fire winning water. The flames evaporate the water. The flames strike to the sea, and you see flames in the water itself, dancing and killing this creature as it is unable to move itself, as it dies in front of you. Everything because someone lashed forward to it. What a crazy druid you have in the boat. How do you feel, everyone, about this?
Do they come back to the boat? Is that what's happening?
I
You
climb
guys
up. I
step on?
climb up.
Right. Are you two freaking mental? What are
Are
you
you
trying
talking
to
to
do?
me, girl? Come on.
Both of you just
Did
jump
you
in the
see?
water like that. You saw what we did in the boat because we had advantage because we weren't on the freaking boat. You just go and jump in the water. That was crazy.
Ori, if you didn't sing that song, maybe the manta ray didn't wake up.
What are you
And
talking about?
Liam didn't put his head on the water. So maybe you got to think about your actions a little bit.
God.
And can you see what you did with the boat?
While this is happening, just a
Come on.
side note,
Yeah.
Girl.
sorry, I want to slash a bit of the manta ray to study.
Oh, awesome. You want to study the Batoidia, the manta ray.
Yeah.
Look here, Linda. You're in my boat. I'm the captain here. So you stop with your stupid excuses, and you next time just say what I tell you. just do what I tell you. Understood? I'm trying to kind of enforce my position here.
Awesome. Liam, make a spout lore as you slash the manta ray to learn about it. Does anyone want to help Liam?
No way.
It's no necessary. So
I'm too busy shouting at Linda, to be honest.
So I will tell you something.
I don't understand anything of water creatures, so no.
That's true, so far. So I will tell you something interesting and very useful about the subject relevant to your situation. So, unfortunately, the manta is dead. Okay. You know that you can use its barbed tail and probably use it in a very creative way, okay, to make a very honest amount of damage. You know that they strike with barbed tail, that they swim away unexpectedly, toppling those above. They bite those below the surface, and most importantly, you know that you can ride them. You can ride manta rays. I have a fucking move here about that says when you try to ride a batoida. So you can ride these creatures and make them your mount. And you actually remember something that is quite useful. There is a certain island that makes something to the boats, but maybe not to the batoidas. You have found a way to reach the island. Good job.
Very well.
I share the information.
Liam shares the information.
I don't care the information.
Not now, Liam. I'm busy shouting at this.
Shush, woman, just shush for a second.
You know what would be a better idea? If we stayed on the boat but strapped a manta ray that would guide us, so we don't have to leave the boat and go onto the water. How does that sound?
Is he the only sane person here? Because it seems to be actually just a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I don't know if it works, but it's worth the try.
If it doesn't, you can always write, I don't know, shotgun.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Beautiful.
Boy.
So you guys want to put a manta ray on the boat?
Liam, can I ask you something?
Yeah?
Next time, when you see something in the water, just shout first, please.
Yes. I'll pretty much appreciate that as well.
I'll try to remember. Yeah. Sorry, it was kind of a nerk.
If it wasn't for Silver Heart, maybe...
Guys, by the way, I forgot. You have armor. In that attack, armor mitigates the damage. Remember.
Oh.
I totally forgot. So, we mitigate the damage you have been taken.
By 2, yeah.
Oh, awesome. And I think Liam, it mitigates by 1. So, so you guys take the manta ray and put it on the boat. Is that the plan? And go forward?
No. I was saying that we capture a live one, so it drives the boat.
Yeah, sure.
I need to learn more so that we can capture without killing it, or just keep friendly with them.
Yeah. At this point, I kind of look around and I see that both of them have like lashes across their chests, full of barbs and wounds, and I say, "Stop shouting idiocy about manta rays and strapping into boats. Just sit down and rest for a little while, because this is not... Look at you. You're all rendered and slashed. Just go downstairs, go to the room, rest for a little bit."
Indeed they are.
And I'll sit outside the door and I'll just start singing ballads about how stupid they were.
Beautiful.
And try to inspire them to feel better faster.
Before he started to sing it, I was thinking in believing that the words that she just said, thinking in us before something else, like taking care of us, was something that I teach her. But as she starts singing, this song, I just said, no, she will never learn. And I just walked through to the place. And can I use lay of hands on Liam when I'm talking with him?
Sure, use them.
In that case, I'll use my arcane heart to target Linda with my song.
You guys,
if I can miss, shit.
Well, let's see what Lionel actually does. When you touch someone's skin to skin and pray their well-being, so you can heal and remove disease. Heal, remove disease, but the disease is transferred to you, or miss. What does this mean? Is that your deity does not answer you. You try to heal Lion Blake, but you are unable to.
I know why, because it's daylight, and Samara,
Awesome.
Lady of Stars, just helps us in the night. So
awesome. So the Lady of Stars, which is your deity, from now on, as a consequence of your miss, Leonano will only ever work during night.
Yeah, that's cool.
Beautiful.
Or maybe in the special occasion.
Maybe there are stars in the daylight, as I described it before. So, Jinx, you will sing to heal their wounds, right? I remember, not remember, but teach that there are also special moves. For example, there are cumbersome moves which are not very useful here. Oh, I forgot really something. No need. Yeah, there's a move which is the make camp. Okay, guys. Make camp is when you rest, when you stop and rest, like a short rest or long rest. You see, to recover HP. And there are more moves that we do not require in this type of adventure. So do you guys want to somehow, it's like, let's not say make camp, but make boat and recover, or do you want to really sing?
Before this, I wanted to turn to Liam and use my ability of give me fuel, give me fire. I want to look intensely into his eyes and ask, what fuels the flames of your desire to throw yourself into danger like that?
Liam, you must answer. Yeah, and I think you don't even roll, right? Let me see.
Yeah, they'll answer with the truth.
Yeah, that's a beautiful move. So, give me fuel, give me fire.
Even if the character does not know or would otherwise keep this hidden.
So, Maria or Liam, you must answer truthfully to the question that Silverheart said. What made you go into danger like that? It can be something philosophical, it can be something really dumb, or it can be something more complex. You choose.
I just it all started off with the threat. I felt threatened, so I had to react. And the second bit is that I want to know more about the animal. So if I can study it, I may become it, and it might be very, very useful in the future.
Awesome.
Okay then.
That's as simple as that.
Very awesome. By the way, guys, each one of you, let's say that you gain 3 XP for this encounter, so you can mark already an XP. A level up happens when you make camp after having 7 plus your level XP. And by the way, I forgot totally something so important. Guys, every time you miss a move, you gain 1 XP. It's a reward. You learn from failing. So try to remember how many times you have failed and gain that XP.
Did I even fail?
Jinx, I think you don't fail. You didn't fail.
I didn't. Yeah. No.
So Jinx, you were about to sing a song, right?
Correct. Yes.
So sing it for us. I want to hear your beautiful voice.
So this was the tale of how 2 freaking idiots just jumped on the sea and it almost got us killed. and I'll continue for a while.
So beautiful. A song about two idiots. What? Very, very suited. Very suited.
Yes. You're awesome.
And you.
Oh yeah, it's 1d8.
Awesome.
And
1d8.
I choose one of you. So I'll go for Linda.
Awesome.
Where am I? There you go.
That's awesome.
2.
That's what I cure.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
That's perfect.
You
Almost
heal.
on maximum.
Heal 2 points of damage. So guys, the plan is to capture a manta ray, right? To give you direction. Awesome. So let's see if this goes well for
Alright,
you.
so yeah, I'll go. Alright, now that you're all kind of rested up, Liam you might just go up there and see if you can spot any other manta ray. And I'll just stand behind, sitting on the crow's nest of the ship, and I'll just strumming some notes here and there, and trying to arcane heart, give +2 instead of +1 on the next aid. That if someone wants to aid Liam, it gives +2. So I'm gonna just roll my arcane heart real fast, and it's a 10.
Man, you roll really high. What the hell? Awesome. Good job.
It's the first all-out success. So till now I had all 7 to 9. So mechanically, if anyone wants to help Liam spotting a manta ray, he converts to +2 instead of +1. So now it's up to you, Linda or Sulfur Heart, to do the rest.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Oh,
by the way, I can. I could. No, don't worry.
Sulfur Heart wants to aid Liam. I could pray for guidance.
I will add this to the fiction, guys. As Jinx sings the first song, it was a 9. It starts to draw unwanted attention. So you see that we learn that somehow Batoides like songs.
Yeah.
So we see the sands starting to move. Batoides are starting to come over the boat, and then you sing again, or you make your arcane art. It can be other thing than singing or playing. And the next time someone successfully assists it gets +2 instead of +1. That's so powerful. Okay. And you choose which person?
Liam.
Okay. So the next character that assists Liam, instead of +1, Liam will have a +2. And I will give you the situation. Batoides are coming. You have to move, guys. What do? Batoides are coming to the boat. You draw onto the tension. You see the sand shifting and moving. It's your opportunity.
Well, that was easier than I was expecting.
Can I try and speak to one?
You want to what?
Try and speak to one.
You want
one
to,
of them.
Oh, you want to try to speak to a... Oh, it's a sea creature, not from the forest. But
yeah.
You might try something similar. Let us help Liam. So you can use your wisdom in a defy danger to somehow communicate concepts. That sounds like doable for me.
Plausible.
So let's do a defy danger, Liam. Wait. With wisdom. Does Sulfur Art, Linda, or even Jinx want to help Liam, and how?
In that case, I'll aid by continuing to play, because they seem to be soothed.
Oh, awesome!
by
That's
the song.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I'll just turn down the tone a little bit and just go softer and gentler.
So you are a hotspot.
Yeah, a beacon.
Is it getting a rope or something near the edge of the boat, helping Liam?
Sure. But you guys have to choose which one of you want to make the move, because unfortunately, aiding does not stack.
Okay.
So you choose as part of a move. You both are doing this, so you can choose which one of you rolls.
I don't know.
The one who has most bonds.
Yeah, but I thought.
How many bonds do you have with Liam?
I just have one.
Okay, I have 2. So I'll roll.
Jinx,
Yeah.
roll. Let's be smart players.
So you add +2 if you aid
aids.
someone that has.
If someone aids, whoever it is.
It aids
But what?
instead of +1 because Jinx did arcane art before. Now Liam has a +2. Okay, +2.
Yeah, but sorry guys. But my question was, what is the meaning of having more bonds that another person helps in this situation?
It's the modifier for aiding or interfering.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
So
you.
you would roll +1, I roll +2 because I have 2 bonds.
Yeah, that's what.
2d6s plus bonds. So Liam, I mentioned that do you step into the water again or stay on the boat this time? Your choice.
I know I'm not too healthy, so I'm going to stay on the boat.
Okay, you stay on the boat, and how do you try to communicate with this creature? With your voice, with movements, with any other kind of druidic stuff?
I will get a part of me in the water.
Oh, beautiful.
In this case, it's going to be in my hands because I need to somehow be in touch. But I'm not comfortable with just getting all of myself in the water, so I'll just do it. I'll channel it just this way. I'll try and do it.
Beautiful. So let's do a defy danger with wisdom. Okay. And
+2.
if it's a good roll, this will be awesome. You have a +2 from Jinx, so let's roll it. Roll, Liam. Good luck.
With
Defy danger.
Crap.
No, it's not crap. Because
Was that with the +2 already? Or
with
No,
+2 wisdom, my wisdom only.
plus, so it's a 11.
Plus my 2.
It's 11.
It's
That's
11.
the only
very
reason
good.
why it's not bad.
Yeah, so 11. You do what you set out to. The threat doesn't come to bear. So what it means is that you put your hand on the water, and somehow the manta ray that is approaching and hearing the music makes a very cute sound, like, and it rises and puts his body on your hand, and you are touching it, and somehow you are starting to make a connection. What do you want to do, Liam?
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna try and hop on it.
Yes! So, it's a custom move, guys. I can show you mine here. It's a custom move. We have custom moves.
He was prepared for that.
No, it's from the Dungeons art. It's awesome. So, when you try to ride a manta ray, you roll dexterity, which you are not very good, but no problem. So, roll a dexterity. Let's do this shit.
How do I do this?
You click on the
It is a defy
dexterity.
danger?
No,
Oh.
you just click on the dexterity, and it's okay.
In the okay.
Oh god.
So, the situation is as follows. Whew. Let me be creative.
I think we're gonna know what happens when someone dies, aren't we?
that is the most right. Look. That is the most interesting thing that I can do. So, you hop on the manta ray. You grab its fin. The manta ray envelopes you and and accepts you as one. But as you say, right, you understand that you are not the one in control. And the manta ray starts to swim away from the boat. All other manta rays go behind you, and the situation is as follows, Linda. Liam is being taken away from you. What do you guys want to do?
I had a rope in my hand.
Can I try and throw a rope find
Yeah.
the
I had the rope in my hands. Can I?
Sure, Linda, you have a rope in your hands. Do you want to pull Liam, right?
No, I want to pull a fucking manta ray.
A fucking manta
That is-
ray.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
We're going to place the rope in the boat, and she's going
Sure,
to.
you want to cowboy this shit all over. Sure. Let's divide
yes,
danger with.
motherfucker.
Let's divide danger. I think dexterity or strength. Which one you think it's more suited?
Dexterity, my friend.
Yeah, dexterity. So you see this situation.
Can I try to? Can I try to help him in any way?
You can help. You can hate. You all can hate
yeah.
each other. Yeah.
Because I wanted to look at manta rays and try to figure out by their physiology where the best place to be.
Sure. Hate them.
Okay, as Sulfurheart.
Wait, sorry. No need to wait. Let's skip because all you can do is like give him +1, and 8 or 9 is the same result in the system. So let's go forward. You try to hate them, but Linda is too fast. Linda didn't hear you or didn't want to know what you wanted to say. So Linda, what do you really do? You throw the rope?
As Sulfurheart is coming, I just shout, don't fire the rope, and I just throw the rope to the manta ray in the lace form to try to grab it.
So my hard bargain for you is the following. Linda, you have to choose between grabbing the batoida, so you will successfully throw the rope and somehow it gets stuck on the manta ray, but you don't know what will happen to Liam. Or if you want, you can catch Liam with a rope, but the batoidas are out of action. They go away. What do you choose, Linda? It's your choice.
So the choice is.
I shout, I'm fine from where I am.
Oh, that's a nice suggestion, Liam.
I'm fine.
The choice is letting Liam go with the batoidas and get one, or get Liam.
Yeah, something in that line. Yeah.
Fuck.
It's a hard bargain.
Take the. Yeah, I just want the batoida.
Sure. So you throw the rope and the rope goes, and it's almost as the stars help you. The rope goes and somehow it gets stuck in the tail of the batoida. You grab, the batoida stops, and what happens when you are driving a moto and then suddenly stop? You fly. You see Liam skipping the water like a skipping stone.
That was not what I anticipated, but
indeed,
sure.
the batoid is stopped and is thinking to itself, "What the fuck is going on? Am I stuck?" And you see Liam getting skipped. All other.
I turn to Jinx and I say, "Human, go get her! Swim!" And I point to Liam.
Oh, to Liam! Awesome.
So I turn to Jinx. Yeah. I turn to Jinx and I say, "Human, swim! Go get her! Go get him!"
I get out of the water and I say, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And I try and get closer to the Toya again.
Awesome. I will say that this whole situation, okay, as an art bargain, you successfully have restrained a manta ray. The others ran away because they understood that the thing was a false one. It was to lure them. Oh my god, I will never follow a bard again. But Liam, I will give you a condition so you can see what the condition is. This whole situation made you somehow shaky. So you can check the shaky box on the dexterity. So from now on, until you recover from this condition, which is to make a long rest, so make camp, you have a penalty of -1. it's part from the art bargain. As now it doesn't make sense you getting being attacked or any other stuff. For the story, it's better this way.
Yeah.
So you guys have, the situation is, you have a manta ray stranded by the tail. She is somehow confused and angry. Who is the one who tries to control it?
I'll try.
So Jinx, how do you control it?
Jinx starts playing again very softly, trying to calm the manta ray down. There, little one, there, and slowly just step off the boat onto her back and see what happens.
That's a defied angel with charisma, so
all right.
It's beautiful. So you see Jinx singing the song that enchants the manta ray. You might gain a title today, Jinx. Jinx the manta ray enchanter.
Woo!
Let's see.
Defied danger, charisma, mid. Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's very awesome. So you do it with no problem, okay? You relax the manta ray, which starts to feel the music and the vibrations on the water. And then you go near it, you put yourself on the top of the batoide, and you have the control of the batoide. If you want to ride, we have to make a move, but...
Yeah, no, for now, I'm gonna...
For now, it's controlled.
Okay.
What is the plan, guys?
So I'm gonna take this moment, since the batoide is controlled, to take the rope and tie it to the boat, look at the boat, see where it can be pulled safely, so we can be pulled safely, basically.
Yeah.
So where do you think it would be the best? Let me see if you can make a move to
the best place to place the rope.
Yeah. Can I examine the boat in any way?
You can
with my +2 intelligence.
You want to spot the lore? Sure, go spot lore.
While I'm riding the manta ray, I'll aid in this very quietly to not startle the manta ray. Hey, Sofa Heart, you might want to check at the front of the boat. There's a tiny ring there. You can tie it up there. Because the boat is mine, so I kind of try and aid him with this spot lore. So let me just roll aid real fast with Sulfur Heart. And 14.
Awesome. Awesome. That's a +1. Good. You guys are So you can make a spot lore with a bonus of +1 from the aid you received to see what's the best thing to do.
That +1, man.
That +1 made the difference. I can tell you something really useful and relevant to the situation. Let's imagine that you are in a catamaran, right? So it's 2 pirogues with sails. Let's be really fucking creative. Are you ready, guys?
Let's go.
Let's go for it.
So, Soulful Heart, you heard a tale, a very weird one, but it might be true. You feel that it's true. You know that if a manta ray is struck with its own tail, its nature changes. Instead of swimming, it starts to fly, like a beautiful parachute. So you actually start to think, we have one less sail, but we can gain one even bigger. One that will take us to the place that we need. So the information, the honest information and mechanic is that if you strike the manta ray with one of the spikes you have or you had in the chest, she will start to fly and will take you with more speed than you could ever think to the island or to the place that you want to go. Sounds fun?
Yeah, definitely. I share this information with the rest, and I'm gonna go. As soon as we tie the rope, go for it.
Who wants to strike the manta ray?
I don't believe it.
Why, Linda? Why don't you believe it?
Because it cannot be believable. It's a water creature for me.
Okay.
I see. It's just a tale and not a fact for you.
Can I try and roll bardic lore to see if this is somehow related to a god of some sort?
Oh, now I'm gonna be very, very honest with what will happen here now. What is happening? Your question suggested me something. You see?
Yeah.
This is all how it works. So roll, and your roll will define if this tale is from the gods and their servants or not.
Okay.
Or from the demons itself.
This is just a straight roll, isn't it?
Maybe.
It's.
Oh no, sorry. It's you just tell me when you first encounter an important creature, location, item covered by your bardic lore. Yeah, ask the GM a question. It must answer truthfully.
I love this kind of move.
Then the GM may then ask you what tale, song, legend you have information in.
Awesome. So we kind of already answered the part of the tale. So, Jinx, I will tell you that the god of sea, which in this adventure has a name that you will now give.
Okay.
What is the god of the sea?
Merlindon.
Merlindon. I love it.
Yes.
Merlindon.
Yeah.
So, Merlindon and the Lady of the Stars had a relationship. Two gods, the sea and the stars. And they made a creature. They created a creature to represent that relationship, which are these creatures. So, it is related to the gods. It's a creature that swims, but it's a metaphor. Once its own tail strikes itself, the nature changes. It goes to the stars.
Okay. So as soon
By the way,
as
was this a story, a song? What was it that you heard?
this was a story, and as Sulfurheart starts saying this about striking the heart, and I'm saying that I don't believe it. I see Linda just saying no bullshit, and I'll go, no, Linda, you don't understand. You know the legend about the creature, the Ascendants. It's this one. It must be this one.
Oh,
it's the child.
That's why they have something like this.
Exactly.
Winds, but in the sea.
It all ties together. So if Sulfurheart says if we strike it with its own tail, it ascends.
How could we?
Must be
we do that something?
Well, let's try. And now I'm playing off alignment alone.
Good, man.
So I kind of gesture to someone to come into the water and help him with this.
Yeah, no, I'm going because if it's something related to my goddess, I will be glad to help. So I jump to the water. I jump into the. No, I'm already in the water, so I climb.
Okay.
The creature.
Just a question: is Liam still in the water?
Yeah.
Are you Liam?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm the only one on the boat.
Yes.
No.
Just to be clear.
How do you feel so far? Do you feel powerful?
No. No. Salamander, immolator, surrounded by water on a wooden boat. Not particularly.
It's challenge. So, which one of you will strike and see if this all happens? Man, this is going to be crazy.
I'll continue enticing. Go on, Linda. Go on. You can do it.
Can I have 1 minute, please?
Yeah?
Just 1 minute.
Sure, Liam.
I just want to try and explain to the mantra what we're trying to achieve and ask for permission. Even if it knows if it's possible.
You want what? Sorry? It breaked.
I want
I understand.
to explain to the mantra what we're trying to achieve and see ask for permission and if it's even possible what we're about to do.
Okay, I think I
If it
can.
knows.
I think I can codify that. What you're trying to do into like a studied essence. Remember, you have a move where you can spend time in contemplation of an animal and its spirit. See, so you spend some time, as you asked. Hey guys, give me some time, and you contemplate the creature. What are you doing? What you want to do? How do you feel? The first thing that happens is that you may add its species to those you can assume using shapeshift. So you, from now on, Liam Blake can shapeshift into a manta ray. And as you study its essence, you feel the obvious essence from two gods, two natures that somehow are weaved together in a very harmonic way. And somehow the most pleasure that this creature can have is to fly. But it is forbidden. From its own essence and nature, it's forbidden to strike yourself. You see? Like, you want to fly, but you can strike yourself to make you fly. This is like the dilemma of the Batoidea. And somehow this was created by you guys, and it's fucking awesome. Thank you.
As Liam is kind of contemplating the creature, I kind of move closer to Lynn and I'll just go, do it! Do it!
I asked the manta if it gives me the honor of freeing it.
Oh, this is a beautiful moment. You see Liam communicating to this creature in a way that some of you might not understand. And you ask, I think that I want you to roll a discern reality. So you may really ask me something really important that you want to. Go roll a discern reality. Click on the discern realities, Liam.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. 9 is good. So you can ask one question from the list. Pick the right one. Often players say, which one is the right one? And I say, that's the mystery you must solve. You see. So which is the question you want to ask me, Liam?
The last one. What here is not what it appears to be.
What here is not what it appears to be. So this appears like very hardy question. Thank you for that. This appears like a moment for you, a moment for your nature, but it's not. It is a moment for the Batoida to ascend, to evolve. And for the Batoida, this moment must be made or triggered by the creature with the most similar nature to itself, you see? Somehow, if it's by another creature that's disloyal to its nature, it will not be a proper pleasure, ascendance, or it will be not a proper ritual. So, this moment is not about you, but about the creature. So stop being egocentric. Haha. There's no honor for you. There's only honor for the creature. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm going to try and continue inciting. Do it.
Awesome. So let's do this. Let's do this. Jinx, okay. Do you want to try to parlay? To parlay, you must like to really incite Linda with something that you might know or.
Yeah. I'm gonna say. Linda, You must do it. I mean, it's a child of your goddess. You must do it.
Roll.
It must be you.
Roll, parlay. Man, this could be really awesome.
Oh boy.
I'm thinking something like I'm going to strike it because it's
Wait,
obvious.
Linda. You can ask something from Jinx. I mean, you need to have concrete assurance of the promise that Jinx is saying. Jinx is saying that this creature is a child from your goddess. You need to have assurance right now, or else you can deny. You can deny this parlay thing. You see?
I place my weapon above my head and I look at Ari. And wait, are you sure she's a child of my goddess?
I kind of look at him raising the weapon above his head. I gotta go, whoa! Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but you have to strike it with its own tail, not with your weapon.
No, but wasn't I to...
No, don't kill the thing! Don't kill the thing!
I'm not killing, I'm going to do some damage on her head or something.
And I kind of point to the tail. You take the tail, strike it in its chest with its own tail, and then in a sense...
At this very moment, Liam, what do you do?
I'm baffled. I'm just baffled.
Do you do something or not?
I take.
I'm giving the spotlight.
One of but I still have some of the spikes on me.
Sure.
So I just take one off, give it to Lind, and there, use that.
Oh.
It's asking for you to use that.
Yes.
Oh, awesome! Nice cooperative actions and moves, guys. Good job.
So I look at
from the boat. I'm like, humans, what is happening? What is taking so long? Explain yourselves.
I drop my weapon.
Listen.
I grab
Listen to me. Oh god.
Humans. And I strike it with the spine. Spine? It's a spine?
Bite.
It's barbs. Barbs? Where are my cards?
Barbs.
Yeah, it's a barbed tail. Yeah, so it's barb.
Yeah.
It's like a spike. So make a hack and slash. And I believe that you guys are all trying to aid, so make a hate roll. Oh, no need, guys, no problem. He's the best.
Doesn't need it.
Do you want to be reckless? No, come on. So you strike through in the center of the manta ray, and the manta ray it spots, okay, on the fin, starts to glow. Let's put the music very beautiful. So, oh no, I have the perfect music here. It's called the astral plane. So spot starts to glow in the creature. The creature starts to levitate more and more and more. And it makes a very harmonic sound, very beautiful.
Overcraft.
And then it flies and it makes a full loop, a full round above the boat. Its tail is on the rope, and I imagine that it's this is not a very pleasant astral music. So let's change it to the properties. And it starts to dance with you, with the boat, and then after...
Does the boat starts to fly, or is it
not
on the
fly,
water?
but the tip of the boat elevates a little.
Oh,
as
nice.
the creature starts to fly and takes the boat. The wind comes and makes a full sail. The other sail is all rippled, but it doesn't matter. You have a huge creature, a huge manta ray, way bigger than yourselves, guys, flying and taking the boat in a speed that you could never achieve with wind. How do you feel, Jinx? Your boat is literally swimming in the stars.
I turn. Quickly!
What? Quickly what?
What? Oh no.
We are losing him.
Yeah.
Stay with
he's
us.
back.
Sorry.
Oh, he's back. You are
I
back.
turn as the boat, as the manta ray starts to fly. I turn to them and say, "Humans, quickly on the boat!"
Oh yeah, I'm
yeah.
climbing already. Yeah, of course.
So let's not make a move for this. You all climb to the boat. The boat swims like hell. It's beautiful. The sun sets, and then the night comes. A very beautiful night, as the image we have here in front of us. The stars glow. The shallow sea is full of purple and blues, and the manta ray is flying in front of you, taking this boat to what hopefully is the Misty Weave Islands. Let's make like a scene, a role-playing scene. How do you guys feel? Jinx, how do you feel? I would imagine that this is an event worth of writing and singing.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. First of all, I'll take these little shaded spectacles from my pocket and I turn around all of them and say, "Well, guys, seems like we're flying sky high." My spectacles on, take my little harp and just singing and trying to compose something about it.
Beautiful.
And as Ari is composing music,
yeah.
it's somehow relaxing, and I would take these moments to look at my partners in crime and say, "Thank you, Silverheart, for saving us, and thank you, Liam, for knowing this creature and contacting with this creature so we could achieve something like this." And then I look at Ori, that she's playing with the goggles in it and with this big smile, and I said, "And even you, Ori, even you did good.
You're welcome."
Oh my.
And now you blew it again."
Oh man, stop blowing things up.
You are most welcome, Liam. You are most welcome, Linda. I know how you humans can be, so I'm glad I could help.
Hey, what's this thing you have about humans? You could just why? There's no need to specify race when we.
Well, I'm not gonna shout, "Hey Jinx, hey Liam, hey Linda." That's gonna waste precious time. It's just humans.
What about
You're humans? Is that not true?
What
Hey,
about?
friends.
Hey, you!
Well, which you is it? Is it a plural you? Is it just one you? What you prefer me to say? Hey, two butthole
I'm
people.
gonna take
Come
a
here.
pee and just gonna rest for a while. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys are arguing with each other like a proper adventure party does, and you can only imagine how anyone would feel seeing a manta ray flying and taking her ship as a real parachute. You know, that's awesome. So you go hours and hours. Stars and stars,
And music and music,
and arguing after arguing. Liam, you can. They are so boring. They're always talking and they don't give us space to actually.
Every
rest.
time Sulfurheart mentions the buttholes, I just wink at him. At them.
So I will consider that you will have time to rest. So the make camp give you. Heal equal to half your max HP, so you all recover half your max HP if you are full
already.
Awesome. And now,
See, I didn't rush into danger like you humans, so I'm fine.
Well, I'm fine. I didn't rush into danger as well. So maybe I'm a salamander.
Yes, maybe you have the correct number of buttholes.
Oh my god.
I giggle again. Wink once more.
Wink once more. So, because of time constraints and other things, you guys pass through what it seems to be a group of houses raised on poles above the water, where are supposed to be the water folk. The Batoida seems to not being mattered by that impression, so she continues, and your boat swims away from this village with water folk, and you are taken, still night, to a very specific place. You start to see a large spiked stone, like a barbed tail, you see? Large spiked stone protruding from the water. Around the stone you see that the water has waves. You see and feel that this place is special. And obviously is the Misty Weave Island. Just a large spiked stone protruding from the water and waves around it. As the boat is taken by the Batoida, the boat crashes into the waves that they are dangerous. How each one of you reacts to this danger. This is like the way that the Batoida is taking the boat, imagine, and then you start to enter in this domain of waves. You see, you have time to prepare, so what every one of each of you does. This will be like a defied danger, but you can choose the stats by the way you narrate.
In that case, I'll start shouting, Linda, to the rudder! Salamander, go back! And hoist the sail, pull the manta! And like just give an order all around.
Awesome. Yeah. Linda, what were you trying to say?
If we can see it coming, that gives us time to prepare. So can I do a guidance and ask you, GM, what here is evil? So that you can say to me the dangers that we are going to face.
Sure.
Please.
I can give. That's perfect.
What here is evil?
Here, evil, from the point of view of nature and the gods, and this island, are the ones who are trying to enter it. So, what here is evil is yourself. Everyone and each of you. This mechanism, this thing that the Misty Weave Island does, is a defense mechanism. So, you are the evil ones. How do you react to that? That's a really good question to make me. Thank you. Really, really. That now with this new piece of information we can change things if you want. Do you share this knowledge, Linda? Somehow,
yes,
by the way,
I'll say.
Somehow
I will say something.
Go.
Sorry. I will say something like this is some kind of defense mechanism of some kind that was built to protect from us. So I think in somehow we are the invaders here. But in my prayer, I didn't understand.
And you still don't understand why?
I don't really.
Why this mechanism is here?
Yeah.
Remember the quest.
What is defending? What is it defending?
Yes, and why? You don't know, and the quest is to discover it. Discover the meaning of the Misty Weave Island. So, what do you guys do? Do you want to continue and take the waves, or being cowards and go back?
Never. I'll go back and say.
Can I try and understand how this mechanism works, so I can maybe try and disable it somehow?
You can spout lore about it, sure. Let me see if it's spout lore the best thing to do here. Let me see. You want
it
to?
Is
you
because
want?
My
Yeah.
intelligence was 2.
You want to know specific information about the waves, right? Yeah. Sure. Go.
Yes, about the waves and the mechanism, so I can
the
tie,
magic itself. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's create fiction here. Oh, gee, boy, you know. So, obviously, this is magic, Soulful Heart, not magic from the fires, but you could say that magic from the fire that makes water works. So, the island, you can understand it was magically imbued with this area of effect spell that prevents any device made by the hands of humans and creatures alike. So it's somehow easier to swim instead of going by boat. It's more natural, you see. If you enter this island with natural ways and natural meanings, it's no problem. But if you use devices and other type of engineering stuff, the mechanism will break. It's somehow a spiritual thing. Now the real question here is, how the fuck do you know this, Silverhead? How do you understand this? Do you have something similar in your land, in your house? Do you understand the meaning of spiritual, maybe?
Well, the spiritual part got me thinking that since fire is so important to our culture, that we would burn our dead, we would cremate them, and we would associate fire with life and death, and a lot of spirituality, a lot of religion attached to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking that maybe we could use fire in the similar way, like if someone approaches with evil intentions or with devices, then the fire, we have a device that creates fire, but if you approach with pure of heart or without any weapons, then it doesn't activate, and this is a similar thing.
Are you suggesting to put the boat on fire?
If the boat is on fire, then it's not a useful device anymore. It could work, but I want to keep a human next to me so I can hold on if we fall in the water.
Okay. Meanwhile, responding to Linda, as she was saying that we are the evil ones, we're the ones with evil intentions, I'll go, well, damn right we are. We are the invaders. Keep going. And I'll say, and then do you say anything about this spout lore check you did?
Let me say something. Let me say
Okay.
something about the philosophy of that I forgot, but no problem. The philosophy of Dungeon World, Apocalypse World, and any other alike is that somehow all information is corruptively known and built. You see,
Okay.
so there's to prevent those kind of weird moments like, yeah, I know this, but I don't tell you, but the players know and the characters don't. It's really weird, you know.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Metagaming.
the philosophy here is build corruptively, play cooperatively, do everything together, like give hands and do stuff.
All right, so everything that's out there, we know.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll turn to Sulfur Heart. That's just laughing manically. All right, jump on! And I run towards where the manta ray is tied on the ship, and I just start undoing the knot and holding onto the rope and calling them.
Oh,
I'd go,
this is
But
awesome.
I started running anyway.
Okay, do everyone follows Jinx? Grabbing the rope and being dragged away by the Bathoida, leaving the boat behind?
I
I'm
would
not
like
gonna
to
grab
be
the
the-
boat, I'm gonna grab Jinx.
Good job, so far. Liam,
Like,
do you follow?
Hold her leg like so. Ugh.
Okay, so
I'm
do this.
the last one. I'm the last one to grab the rope because I'm not believing what he's doing.
Awesome.
What?
Linda, Liam, and Jinx. Sulfur, you don't need to roll. Jinx, Linda, and Liam roll Defy Danger with Dexterity.
Okay.
Let's make this shit.
Me God. Already.
Good job, Linda.
Oh boy.
Linda makes a good. So let's start with the easy thing. So, Liam, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch just a tiny speck because of the absurdity of what is happening. My hard bargain is you are able to reach the rope and be safe and go to the Misty Weave Island with a flying Batoida, but you must choose something to lose. By rushing yourself, you lose something that you have. Adventure gear or your club, your Shilga, or Shilga. You must lose something. Do you accept this or take the full consequence?
I accept it.
What do you choose to lose?
Accept it.
My backpack.
Awesome. So no more adventure gear for Liam. And it sounds nice because you have the backpack there and maybe you didn't have time to bring it with you, so you leave it behind. So the situation as follows is Linda, you roll really high. You do what you set out to threat, doesn't come to bear. And Jinx failed miserably.
I feel like it's because sulfur hanged on to me.
So you were running, you were starting to running, and then a fucking salamander jumps to you. You feel heavy, like, oh, what the fuck? Linda, you have the power, because this is true, it's beautiful, kind of beautiful. You have the power to grab one of them.
I will grab Ari.
Awesome, because if you grab Ari, you are grabbing Sulfur Heart. That's smart of you. Yeah. So you grab Ari, Sulfur Heart is grabbing Jinx, and the boat is left behind. You see the boat instantly crashing into the waves and gets destroyed. And you are,
and there's your boat.
And you are grabbing the rope, and the Batoid is. You see the waves starting to chill because there's no danger anymore, and the Batoid takes you to the very top of the large spiked stone that is protruding from the water. It takes and it circles one time. You all look in the middle of the stone of the island. It's a very weird shaped island, and you see a very specific or very characteristic altar in the middle of the stone. She is circling and circling, and she will not stop circling. The question is, do you want to jump?
I'll go. Linda, throw me.
Throw me. Awesome.
Are you mad, girl?
Go for it. And meanwhile, I'll try and look at the altar, and I'll use my bardic lore to ask you, what is it an altar of?
I will say that the situation is a chaos, a confusion. It's very stressful, but you see the altar, and you instantly understand that is a symbol between the two gods that we previously talked. Okay?
Yeah.
And so it's an altar of them, of their relationship. But to find out more, you must go there. Linda, what do you do?
I'll go.
Can I do a volley and throw?
Man, that's a volley. Come on, don't make Jinx and Sulfur Heart ammo. They are not ammo. Come on, it's a defy danger with Dex.
As I'm saying, throw me. I'll do arcane arts to try and give him +2 if someone.
Oh, you see, guys, this is a smart player. Give him. Oh, awesome.
That will be a 10.
Oh, you. Oh, but wait. You are.
No. Someone needs to.
Someone need to aid. Who wants to aid, Liam? Did you see that?
I know what he did there.
Because you are the only
Yeah, I
one who
can do that.
can help. Oh, a sulfur heart can hate, like, okay.
Yeah.
This is kind of.
Try
Let
and
go.
make myself more aerodynamic, I guess, so it's easier to throw.
You can spit
Like
fire
I
and make a propulsor
Oh my
motor of
God.
some sort.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see if Liam has a better idea.
Okay, yes.
Throw us.
Can I? Is there any bird big enough to hold a human
In the world,
That I
yes,
know
but
of.
not here. Yeah.
that I know of
Yeah, giant
that I
eagle.
can take shift into?
Oh,
Sure, you can shapeshift into a giant eagle.
I want to do that.
So,
I think it's safest.
thank you for doing that because I never had a druid in my games. So, shapeshifter. This is really awesome. Nuno, see this. When you call upon the spirits to change the shape, roll wisdom. So, you roll the shapeshifter, you click on the shapeshifter move, and now go. Awesome.
Nice.
11. Hold 3. So you have like a currency that it's 3. Let's say that it's 3 shapeshifting tokens. So you may take on a physical form of any species whose essence you have studied, a giant eagle, it's okay. So you meld into a perfect copy of the species form, no problem. You have innate abilities and weaknesses from of the form: claws, wings, gills. Sure, you have wings, you have claws. Breathing water instead of air, for example. You still you can even shapeshift into a batoida, remember? So, but a giant eagle is somehow more iconic. You still use your normal stats, but some moves maybe are to trigger. Now, the gem also tell you one or more moves associated with a new form. No need. Spend 1 ult to make that move. You can make a move in eagle form. So, once you're out of ult, you've returned to a natural form. So, there's no time here. See? There's no shape-shifting time like Druid in other games. It's like shape-shifting currency is on the actions, on the moves. What are you trying to do by being a giant eagle? Do you want to take them to the island?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, even if it's I can try and take 2
That's
at
awesome.
a time.
Can
but
I add
I don't know if I can
something
hold them all.
to the situation?
You
Someone more sure?
Yeah, sure.
Could,
That's the philosophy of the
could,
game, to add stuff
Liam,
into the game.
Could the eagle grab the 2 guys that I'm throwing, and I just climb on top of her, of her, the eagle? Is something good to do?
You
So
want to throw?
just-
You want to throw them
I'm-
to the top of Liam Blake? Sure, let's do this. So
No. It was something more complex. I'm going to throw them, and the eagle just grabs Ori, and I'm just
I'll hold
jumping
2 and then
And I
take you
jump.
on.
okay,
on
sure.
her.
Let's
on
do
my
this.
back.
Let's do this, guys. So Liam, by changing its form and assuming a giant eagle, is aiding Linda to throw, to strike through or throw through. So Liam, make a aid roll with bonds with Linda. Okay.
That is 0,
7.
7.
No problem. This will be very nice. So the eagle puts in a position that it's very easy to throw. Linda, you have a +2, not 1, because of arcane. Linda, throw. Defy danger with dex.
I already did it, and
And
it
it
was 10. 8 + 2.
Awesome. So you throw Jinx and Sulfur Art. Sulfur Art, you are a salamander that is flying. Okay? Somehow you are flying, and then you
Fireball.
both are grabbed by the giant eagle that Liam is. But Liam, they are fucking heavy somehow. And you miscalculated things. You get them from, you get the impact, and you lose control, you will expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. The cost is as follows. It will be a very simple cost.
You die.
No, you die. No, you grab them, you will smack against the top of the large spiked stone, the island, and you will return to your normal form. You will lose the giant eagle form. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
So
It served the purpose, didn't it?
awesome. Linda,
Pretty much.
you throw Jinx like a bowling ball. And you strike through as the bowling ball strikes the eagle, and the eagle strikes the island, and then everything does not fall apart, but falls aggressively with a cost. You guys, I could give you damage, but it doesn't matter, guys. Now it doesn't matter even anymore. You guys landed on the island. You have the altar in front of you. Now I can describe the altar. It's a very beautiful marble stone altar, very white, with spots resembling the stars. Somehow the marble is so polished that the universe on top of yourself reflects on the marble, and it's very beautiful. It's mysterious and astral-like. On top of the altar, there is a shaped statue, which you can see that it's a wave. On top of this wave, you see a spike, a stone marble spike, just like the one you used to strike the Batoida. Linda, you are trying to do something, as you are the only one to flying with the Batoida.
Yeah.
You want to throw yourself? Is that?
Yeah. As soon as the Batoida, I love this word.
I love a Batoida.
I love this word. As soon as the Batoida.
Are you spawning creatures? Oh, look, a Batoida there.
As soon as the Batoida passes through above the altar, I just throw myself.
Okay, can you? I will do the defy danger for you, so you don't need to stop what you're doing.
I'll be aiding, trying to catch him in case he falls off the rock.
Did I roll?
Doesn't matter. 7, right?
7. You can put.
Could go to 8, which is the same thing.
Or even 9, but so. So what will happen is that you will throw and you will lose something. You will after say, or probably at this stage, it's not important because we are almost finishing. So guys, we have the altar in front of us. Everyone, one and each of you is in the top of this island, in the top of this weird shaped stone with this altar. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
you don't understand.
Kneel on the floor. I want to put my forehead to the ground and be like, yes, solid land, solid land, no water, no skies, no solid land. I'm gonna stay there for a couple of seconds, recovering.
Yeah. So this is a bit odd, but I'll walk towards the altar and I'll kind of touch it a little bit and look up into the sky and then down into the crashing waves in the periphery of the island, and I'll just try and ask whoever might be listening. So, yeah, what the hell are we supposed to do here? And I don't know if this applies as a charming and my move.
Let me see. A charming.
It's supposed to be frankly with someone. When you speak frankly with someone, I don't know if the gods count as someone or an altar counts as someone.
Oh, that sounds a very charming and open. So obviously the intention of this move is to a person, but I think I will allow it because it's fucking awesome. You can ask their player or god a question from the list below. They must answer truthfully. Who do you serve? What do you wish I do? How can I get you to? What are you really feeling? So you can choose between making charming and open or a discerns realities. Maybe discern reality is more suited. You get to ask something also, but you can manage with charming to make something interesting. It's up to you, Jinx.
I'll use charming and open, and I'll choose.
First, make the roll.
It's no. Maybe I'll
you don't need the roll.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. Then, what is your question, Jinx?
I'll choose the option which is. What do you wish I would do?
What do you wish I would do? So Jinx stops, touches the altar, asks the gods, the stars, the sea, the shallow sea, and maybe even yourselves.
Probably.
What do you wish I would do? Somehow stars start to brighten and tingle, and you hear a faint sound and weird voice coming from the wind, coming from the sea, the stars. It says just one word. Take. It just says take. It's really faint, and the first time you think you didn't hurt, then yes, but it was something I heard. It was confused. It is really odd and weird.
I'll turn back to Sulphur Hearts. What'd you say?
Take.
You all heard.
That's what I heard.
Oh.
Can I just wanna. I want to go to the altar and I want to touch the spike and see if it moves.
You don't need to touch the spike to see, as an honest information, that you can take the spike with you. Remove it from the altar. Remove it from the wave that is beneath it. It's
I want to grab it.
Early?
And I want to think really strongly.
Yes.
I hope this is okay.
That's a discern reality. That is obviously a discern reality. We are trying to understand reality around yourself. Roll. It's wisdom. it's your stronger stat, and hopefully it will be true. So all the other realities, and oh, that's beautiful. You can ask 3 questions. Start with the first one.
Is this what you want?
Oh no, from the list.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. No problem. Let's keep the list because it helps us. It's a tool. You have 3 questions, don't worry. So,
who's really in control here?
At this very moment is you, because the one in control here is the one that grabs the spike. Second question.
What is about to happen?
Depends if you take the spike from the altar or not. If you don't take the spike, nothing happens. If you take the spike, something will change.
What should I be on the lookout for?
You should be on the lookout for everything around this place. Everything of the shallow sea.
Can I look around and see if there are any markings, any writings, anything else besides the altar?
Yes, you can. As you walk the tiny island, imagine like a spike stone like this, you see? Protruding. It's really odd. With an altar on top of it. I can ask you to do a spout lore. Let's see if we find if you roll well, there are markings. If you don't, there are not. Or maybe markings of.
In that case, I'll look around. Well, no point.
No, yeah. Damn it! I want to help and they don't let me. Soulful Heart.
We're too good.
Soulful Heart.
Yeah.
You understand this. You suddenly understand the markings that are in the base of the altar. You decipher them very usefully. This was a sacrifice, Soulful Heart. Both gods had a forbidden relationship, and their sacrifice was to create this fucking altar, to create this spike that destroyed the waves. And that's why the sea is shallow. This was a sacrifice of the gods for their forbidden relationship. And to destroy this sacrifice is just to take, as the gods itself ask of you to do. What do you guys want to do? Because
pull the spike. If they tell us to pull the spike, pull it. It's a willing sacrifice.
I'll count until 5. Out loud.
Pull it, Liam.
2,
Pull it.
3, 4.
I pulled it.
oh, on the 4. Oh, damn it. So, Liam, you pull the fucking spike. Yeah, awesome. I love this. So, as you pull the spike, you stay with the spike in your hand. You look. It's a very beautiful marble stone spike. It has this the reflection of the universe itself. You see the astral sea in it, the stars and the lights in the spike. It's a beautiful weapon that you might use in the future. But everything starts to rumble, to tremble.
Oh boy.
You see, and the sacrifice is no more. The sacrifice obviously was to make the sea shallow. And you relieve the gods. You help the gods. You destroy the sacrifice itself by pulling the spike from this fucking altar. And now you see that the land is starting to move. And the top of this island starts to float. And as it floats, you see like a very big hole. And this, it does not pull water, it pulls only sand. First, it starts to create a whirlwind, a very violent and crazy whirlwind of water and sand. And somehow, with the wrath of the gods, it explodes with so much water that no one could ever imagine. And the shallow sea is no more. What happened in the days following of this event? It was a matter of songs and epic stories. The shallow sea disappeared because the waves came again. And the sea itself, once sacrificed by the gods, or because of their forbidden relationship, now a group of 4 misfit adventurers somehow stopped that sacrifice, stopped that cruelty, and saved somehow the sea that once was not shallow. So guys, this is how we are going to end, by saving or changing the sea that is no more shallow. Thank you for playing. Thank you for having me as your master. Hopefully you like it. There's no shallow sea anymore, so no more. We can't play this again. Fuck this. Okay? Now the sea is full again and full of waves and water and fishes, and imagine the amount of village and fishermen that were here, and it's a sacrifice.
They're all dead.
Soulful Heart, this was kind of a sacrifice. So, just mechanic wise to understand. Now we would no problem. We would give experience to your characters. If you resolve the bond, you receive one point of XP for resolving it, because you can resolve bonds in game. Like Liam is often the butt of my jokes for Jinx. If somehow that changes, if Liam does something and that changes, then you erase the bond and receive XP. Beautiful. So, if you play for your alignment, you receive XP, 1 point of XP also, and that you can make yourself. I know you have goals, but let's just I played to that alignment. I tried to achieve my goal. That's worth a point of XP, and then the goal is another one. You see, it's a reward. By curiosity, did anyone made their goal on the alignment?
Well, my alignment is neutral, exchange, sacrifice, freely given for a service rendered. So I'm not sure if this qualifies because it wasn't a sacrifice that I did.
It was the group, so sure, Sulfur. There was a sacrifice. A lot of lives were sacrificed to save the sea, or to make the sea whole again. Regarding the quest, what you guys obviously discovered is that the sea was sacrificed. There was like a curse, punishment, and that's the reason why it was shallow. No one knew why it was shallow, and you guys know that. Also,
my goal for my alignment: spur others to significant and unplanned decisive
obviously action. Man, obviously you made it so good.
And now it's all clear why I was doing reckless shit.
Yeah, now it's all clear. So guys, this was awesome. You all receive for participation like 4 points of XP. It's like what is okay to give. But since this is not a campaign, we don't need to matter with those accounts. Let's say goodbye to the stream, and then if we have time, I think we do not have a post conversation of 10 minutes, but we don't have to do it. But thank you so much, you guys out there that are still watching and listening us. Hopefully you liked Dungeon World. I think this was somehow trying to teach and play at the same time, so things got a little slower, but I think it was okay. Maybe for a demo.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I think people could, if they watch the first part and the second.
We have used all basic moves, and I am happy that happened. So
it was cool.
You were able to see how things react to each other, and that's awesome. I really loved how you guys played and how you guys easily accept the bonds with each other and the conflict, and how this game is played, which is kind of different. By the way, this first session was like a fake first session. Usually the first session is more like session 0, where you build instead of play, and then you play. So we actually build and play in the same session. Nothing was how I actually prepared, because I even didn't know what would the adventure about. As you know, you guys chose what to do today. But that's kind of the philosophy of Dungeon World. It's everything comes from you guys, around you, and I think this is beautiful because I think I can be wrong, but somehow you guys feel more immersed as a player because it comes from you, the decisions, what is happening, then some names, some lore, some aspects and elements come from you and not only from the Dungeon Master. It's different. It's somehow a cooperative experience, a more cooperative. Everything is cooperative.
It's more. I feel like it was more communal than D&D, for example.
Sure.
And that's actually, I really enjoyed it because of that point. And I think most of the things you couldn't translate to a dungeon delving game like Dungeons and Dragons. But there are some things like the bonds that you could adapt some house rules or whatever that would make it
I will be honest.
more RP.
The first time I played Dungeon World, I change from that moment every time, and even in Dusked Vale, our Tuesday games, I already gave like 3 or 4 bonds to players related to each other because of this. Oh, you are in debt with him, then write it on your bond. You are in debt with him.
So in our campaign, for example, we don't do it, but I feel like every player has certain bonds like that are not written, but I try and force them.
Yeah, they should write. You see, Pedro, write your bonds, Pedro.
No, he does. He writes everything.
Anyway,
he's the writer.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw in this session me always looking down writing. It's what I do.
Awesome. Did you like Pedro? It was your first time also, right?
Yeah. I really enjoyed the part of the bonds between the characters, and you get to build a relationship right at the beginning, because sometimes that's difficult in, for instance, our game, when you first meet these people and you're going to play with them, and your characters don't know each other.
Everything is weird, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we are drinking
a lot organic
together. I know why. I understand what you say. Like, it's always so we are in the same tavern drinking. Let's talk to each other because
for sure.
Things and something else.
Yeah.
But this is the fun of having games like Apocalypse World or some kind of this type of games. And even if you see the Tales from the Loop, they also have something similar. As you can choose some bonds with other children, so you start by getting what you and the other kid has in common and why you are friends with him. So you start role playing before start playing. So if you think like that, when you start by the narrative cliches that we do in Dungeons and Dragons, it just, you start already in the middle. You just already have the bonds. You just have to interpret those bonds in your game. So I think this is one of the best things. And if you saw the new Novo Mundo, the new world that we played 2 months ago, and was with Apocalypse World, it was the best experience that I have from role playing, because I got really immersed in the character. So
because in Apocalypse World, instead of bonds, you have X history with other characters, but they are even more specific and conflict,
and even more harder.
They are like, who really fucked me? Like, who tried to kill me, or who is the one? It's because it's a more violent and
PG-18.
A lot of PG-18 games. So somehow, and actually, so it's apocalyptic, but the elements are real, not fantasy. So somehow it's easier for us humans, not salamanders, to connect. But I will still look at my butthole after this game to see if it's still one. So hopefully.
I just want to say one thing before we go.
Okay. Maria, what was your experience? Did you like it?
Yeah.
I really like the simplicity and the freedom to be really, really creative.
Awesome.
Try some stuff.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, it's like, since you don't have the simulation aspect, like in Dungeons and Dragons, when you enter in combat, you swap systems or you go into the subsystem of the simulation aspect of the game, and then you have a lot of constraints, obviously, because it's simulation. Here, they don't want it. They are loyal to themselves, and they only have one system, one design. And you enter in combat, okay, think cinematic. Remember my first words, think cinematic, think freely. A move is a series of actions and bonus actions. There's a lot of stuff happening, and somehow this is more narrative, is a more narrative system less mechanic. Although, if we study this and the philosophy of this game, we see that now I can share with you some of my moves. GM moves: use a monster, danger, or location move. Reveal an unwelcoming truth. Show signs of an approaching threat. Deal damage, which is the most interesting one. Use up their resources. Turn their move back on them. Separate them, remember?
Yeah.
You failed, and then I use my move as separate. Now, the beautiful thing is that everyone does this already. But it's like a presupposed concept that you should do. It's not written as a mechanic. And somehow the Apocalypse World and powered by the Apocalypse systems, it was their intention of the design. They somehow grabbed that presupposed concept that everyone does, some better than others, and build the mechanics. It's really stupid to say, okay, a GM move is put someone on the spot. You have here, put someone on the spot. That's stupid. Or a GM does that since ever, of course, but here is a mechanic. And I can be a really bad or poor, less creative master, but I have here the tools to make to make it a good job or a good experience.
So, something I think this system is good for is for when you don't have to you don't want to put all the responsibility on your dungeon game master, because it splits the creativeness and the narrative between every single player, and that's very good. For example, for a group, if you want to start playing and who wants to DM, I'll DM, I guess. Sometimes you just overwhelm with everything, and this system is very good to split the task between everyone.
That's the perfect definition and intention of their definition of their intention. They don't want the GM to make everything, because somehow Vincent Baker, the creator of Apocalypse World, the father of this game, he says that role-playing is a conversation, and a conversation is more interesting if everyone is adding elements to it, and that's why this game is like this. Hopefully you like it, guys. You there watching us too. Anything you want to add before you say goodbye to our lovely patrons, subscribers and viewers?
And I just want to add that the only thing that I prepared for this session was a line that was the definition of my character, and it was something like, when someone called my name, I would say, yes, my name is Linda, but you can call me Gorgeous, but I didn't use it, so shit.
Oh my god.
So you see how things change fast. I want to say that before we started, the character idea I had in my mind was a seasoned sailor man, scruffy, like deep voice, and just like complaining at people, like, yeah, I'm a bard, but you fucking do what I say and stuff like that. And it all changed in a heartbeat. As I started seeing the other characters and reading the bonds, I said, no,
bonds shape the things. And do you guys understand now why I say like some playbooks can change really some stuff? Like
for sure.
Linda quest move made the adventure itself, and Jinx the bard moves are very powerful regarding world shaping and world building. It's astronomical, and like I will give a very specific example. You have a move bard that is, let me see, Port in the Storm.
Yes,
that's
because I'm a human.
It's awesome. When you return to a civilized settlement you visited before, tell the GM when you were last here. They will tell you how it changed since then. So first, you are suggesting the GM that this place changed.
Yeah.
You somehow shaped the world just by saying that. And that happened to me the first time I made a campaign with Dungeon World. it was a village. Nothing was happening in the village, and they said, "Oh, we have came from a hunt. We have hunting boars 3 days ago." And then the bard asked me that. "Oh, what have changed here?" And I was okay. Everything changed. Yeah, that move shaped the campaign, and the campaign is about what I answered that. So
yeah,
it's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's also the
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching us. Hopefully you love Dungeon World. If you are interested, talk to me or grab the book or the PDF. There's a play kit, it's free to download in the Dungeon World website, and you grab the play kit, print it, and you are ready to play on the spot. You have dungeon starters. You can look in the Google dungeon starters, and you have a lot of kick adventures to start from like this, and it's awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you, my dear players. Have a nice Thursday. And is it Thursday yet?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.